Needs a Freddy's Original Double, Chicago Dog, and a Turtle Sundae.
Make that 2, please.
3.
Absolutely.
If it's gonna be bad, it better be good. Being bad never tasted this good. Freddy's, the experience that puts a smile on your face and the taste that brings you back.
Something big is coming. Something so big, it'll change the world of chicken sandwiches. Zaxby's new signature sandwich with Zax sauce or new spicy Zax sauce. Because the chicken sandwich war ain't over yet. The new signature sandwich. All the other little sandwiches can run along. We'll take it from here.
Experience the thrill of being a Fayetteville Marksmen season ticket holder and all the benefits that come along with it, including your same great seat for 28 or 14 home games, exclusive season ticket member events, and an opportunity to enjoy discounts on food and beverage and merchandise at the Crown Coliseum. Skate to marksmanhockey.com/season tickets to learn more.
Kelly, you need to unmute yourself.
For some, it's just the sound of ice hitting heavy-duty plastic. But for us, it's the signal calling us back to the light. And to Greg's house, because he just got a new grill.
Connecting to Hot Jams playlist.
Welcome back, Bud Light legends. It's time to take summer by the coolers.
Hey you. Are you hearing this but not seeing this? You can change that. Follow along with the entire season of Fayetteville Marksmen hockey on Hockey TV. Visit hockeytv.com/subscriptions and get the SPHL TV package to watch every single Fayetteville Marksmen road game this year. That's hockeytv.com/subscriptions. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome inside the Pensacola Bay Center. As tonight, the Fayetteville Marksmen will close out the regular season series against their rivals from West Florida. I'm Drew Blevins. This is Marksman Pregame. The Fayetteville Marksmen are coming off of a surprising 3-0 loss in last night's contest, a game where all facets of the Marksmen's game were shut down completely. They were not able to generate any type of major offensive chances in the attacking zone, and they also struggled giving up 40 shots in the hockey game in the defensive zone. For Corey Melkert, this is a problem, and he did not address the media prior to today's game. Instead, you'll hear from Brian Moore in his pregame comments prior to tonight's contest. But this is a proving ground for Corey Melkert and his group right now. Obviously, there is the loss of Shane Bednard that everyone is still trying to deal with and still trying to figure out what the recipe for success is going to be. I can't tell you, but I can tell you whatever last night's effort was is going to be thrown completely into the round file, and this is a brand new start for Melkert and company. He has changed all three of his forward lines. He has changed who is the 10th floating forward. He's changed his defensive pairings going into tonight's contest, just looking to find the right answer. The only guy that will carry over in his same spot from last night's game is Brent Moran, who will get the nod in net once again. Moran came up with 37 saves in yesterday's contest, many of them of the highlight reel variety. And I thought Moran was easily the best player on the ice for the Marksmen, but as you well know, a goaltender can't put the puck in the net. I'll leave you with this during our opening segment of Marksman Pregame before we take you downstairs to hear from Brian Moore. It was the equipment manager, Ryan Sanford, who looked at me this morning at the team meal and said, "You've got to understand, last night was the exact same game that we played on Friday. It's just we were unable to find a way to put the puck in the net. Our goaltender allowed 2 goals and kept us in the game the whole way. We need that effort from him. But the forward group has to be better in finding a little bit of offense." Coming up right after these messages, you'll hear from Brian Moore and his pregame comments. This is Marksman Pregame.
Something big is coming. Something so big, it'll change the world of chicken sandwiches. Zaxby's new signature sandwich with Zax sauce or new spicy Zax sauce, because the chicken sandwich war ain't over yet. The new signature sandwich. All the other little sandwiches can run along. We'll take it from here.
Experience the thrill of being a Fayetteville Marksmen season ticket holder and all the benefits that come along with it, including your same great seat for 28 or 14 home games, exclusive season ticket member events, and an opportunity to enjoy discounts on food and beverage and merchandise at the Crown Coliseum. Skate to marksmanhockey.com/season tickets to learn more.
Kelly, you need to unmute yourself.
For some, it's just the sound of ice hitting heavy-duty plastic. But for us, it's the signal calling us back to the light. And to Greg's house, because he just got a new grill.
Connecting to Hot Jams playlist.
Welcome back, Bud Light legends. It's time to take summer by the coolers.
Hey you. Are you hearing this but not seeing this? You can change that. Follow along with the entire season of Fayetteville Marksmen hockey on Hockey TV. Visit hockeytv.com/subscriptions and get the SPHL TV package to watch every single Fayetteville Marksmen road game this year. That's hockeytv.com/subscriptions. We welcome you back to Marksman Pregame. Drew Blevins alongside forward Brian Moore. Brian, Friday night was a big night for you, a pair of goals and assists and a fight. How frustrating was it to see Pensacola shut down your offense last night and only the first shutout loss of the new calendar year?
You know, it's going to happen. I mean, you're not going to win every game. You're not going to be able to put points up every single game. You just got to keep your mindsets forward and move on from that night last night, and I think we'll be just fine here with what we have planned.
You're someone who has been an integral part of this power play unit. It seems like that is a main artery to this group's offense. You get the power play goal early in Friday night's game. You go 0 for 5 on the man advantage last night. What's the discussion and the strategy been to try to fix that going into tonight's game against the team that has taken a lot of penalties this weekend?
I think we just got to get more shots to net, honestly, and stop trying to force plays that aren't there that we don't really need to make. I think if we get more traffic to the net and get shots from up top from our shooters, I think we'll do just fine, and our power play is going to be successful.
You're someone who's played a lot of high-level hockey games, somebody who has a great mind for the game of hockey. I want you to take me inside the locker room right now and what it's been like dealing with the loss of Shane Bednard, who's been a top-line center at points this year, has been your line mate at points this year. But what's that been like, and how is it affecting the defensive zone strategy? How do you look to fix it?
Yeah, I mean, it's very difficult not having Shane in the lineup and even in the locker room. He's a great presence around off the ice and on the ice. He does great things on the ice, not in just the defensive zone, but in the offensive zone as well. And I mean, it sucks not having him, but we got to keep going, and someone's got to step up and take over his job and do the right thing for us, and we'll be just fine.
You've been someone who's never been afraid to drop the gloves, never been afraid to give your group a little boost of energy. This is a Pensacola team that's been rough and physical all weekend long. Knowing that's the style of game you're going to play on the third game of 3-3, how does that affect your mindset going into tonight, and what are you bracing for?
I think you just got to always be prepared to play a physical game, especially with my style of game. That's what I've been my entire career, and I got to keep doing that if I want to keep playing. And you know, they're going to come out physical and play hard here this last game, especially in their home rink. So I think we just got to take advantage of our speed that we have all the way down our lineup and take advantage of their D that are slow, and I think we'll do just fine.
Before I let you go, I want to take you back to Friday night, the empty net goal scored by Taylor McCloy. You were the guy to give him the pass. I seen you on Instagram this week talking about how you were hoping he was going to get that record to 4th all-time in marksman scoring. How much fun was it for you to be the guy to deliver the pass to him, to see him pass Brian Bowen?
Yeah, it's awesome, especially for something for him to be able to accomplish that on the road, and for it to be a goal is even better. And I was very happy to be a part of that, and hopefully we keep getting some more.
Cool moment for sure. Best of luck tonight versus Pensacola.
Thank you.
He's Brian Moore, forward for the Fayetteville Marksmen. We'll be right back with more Marksman pregame right after this.
Baby, we have spiders on every corner outside our house.
Okay, I'll call someone to take care of it.
Baby, We have fire ants all over the yard.
Alrighty, I'll call someone else to take care of that.
Baby, these mosquitoes, you have got to go.
Here we go again.
One call to St. Peter Pest Control provides all these services. Total pest protection for one low monthly payment. At St. Peter Pest Control, we send all your bugs to see St. Peter.
At Carolina's Dentist and Spring Lake Oral Surgery, we believe in creating a positively different experience.
We are proud to serve Eastern North Carolina, including Fayetteville, Spring Lake, and Rayford.
We use the best in dental technique and technology to make Carolina's Dentist your one-stop shop for quality dental care and oral care.
Book your appointment today to come experience the Carolina's Dentist difference.
We welcome you back inside the Pensacola Bay Center. Drew Blevins alongside John Hockey TV and the Marksman Radio Network. For those of you who may have been confused on why you were hearing pregame comments from Brian Moore, that's because Corey Melkert had shucked off his pregame media availability. And this was something that we've expected. It's something that he's done before. And don't hold it against the head coach of the Fayetteville Marksmen, because he's very focused and almost hyper-focused on one thing and one thing only, and that is figuring out how to work with the hand that he's been dealt. And you heard Brian Moore mention it. The loss of Shane Bednard doesn't only affect the forward core. Sure, that's your top-line center that goes out, but I think more importantly, and this is something Melkert and I have talked about, and many of the players have alluded to as well, you're missing one of your better defensive hockey players as well. You give up 40 shots last night. Prior to that, you give up 36. Your goaltenders have been fantastic for you, but as you work toward the playoffs, you've got to find a way to be a little bit sharper in the defensive zone. I heard Corey Melkert talking with Tommy Biesinger about his style of game and trying to transform him into a center, and that has been an experiment that is slowly working, but it hasn't worked rapidly enough for Melkert's liking. Biesinger is someone who plays high and fast. He wants to be up at the tops of the circles, and he wants to be circling and moving, and Melkert says, I need you to be barbecue. I need you to play low and slow. And that's what a defensive center iceman does. Now, we'll see what the coaching staff has up their sleeves, if there's somebody that they can bring in that is a rookie or a college player that would only have to play one SPHL game to be playoff eligible. But we certainly know that there will be no other professional players that will be joining the Marksman group. If they were, they would have to play tonight to get their 5 games to be playoff eligible. So if there is any new players coming in for Fayetteville that will be ready for the SPHL playoffs and the first round, they've got to play at one point or another, and they're going to come from college. They have to play one game with no other professional experience this season. The other thing for the Fayetteville Marksmen, and this is something to keep a close eye on, something on the line tonight, if they can score a victory and Quad City loses to Peoria, the Marksmen will clinch home ice advantage in the SPHL playoffs. Odds are running that in that scenario, they would remain the 4th seed. Peoria could lock up 3rd with another win next weekend. But of course, the primary objective is for the Marksmen to figure out a way to get that home ice advantage slot. That takes a lot of pressure off of their shoulders going to Huntsville next weekend. Brent Moran will get the start in net. Andrew Lane coming back into the lineup along with Tyler Dill. Zach Reimers and Mark Wilson will be the healthy extras tonight for the Fayetteville Marksmen. We'll take a quick pause. Coming back on the other side, we'll give you our keys to victory. This is Marksman Hockey. Experience the thrill of being a Fayetteville Marksman season ticket holder and all the benefits that come along with it, including your same great seat for 28 or 14 home games, exclusive season ticket member events, and an opportunity to enjoy discounts on food and beverage and merchandise at the Crown Coliseum. Skate to marksmanhockey.com/season tickets to learn more.
Kelly, you need to unmute yourself.
For some, it's just the sound of ice hitting heavy-duty plastic. But for us, it's the signal calling us back to the light. And to Greg's house, because he just got a new grill.
Connecting to Hot Jams playlist.
Welcome back, Bud Light legends. It's time to take summer by the coolers.
Hey you. Are you hearing this but not seeing this? You can change that. Follow along with the entire season of Fayetteville Marksmen hockey on Hockey TV. Visit hockeytv.com/subscriptions and get the SPHL TV package to watch every single Fayetteville Marksmen road game this year. That's hockeytv.com/subscriptions. And for the final time during this iteration of Marksman Pregame, we welcome you back inside the Pensacola Bay Center. What a weekend it's been. 6 periods of close hockey, a rubber match here today, and I think this is going to be a really good one. We're going to learn a lot about both of these two teams. We'll start things off in our Keys to Victory segment with the visiting Fayetteville Marksmen. We told you yesterday it's got to be a 60-minute effort. That stands true again today, but more importantly, you've just got to find a way to win. You'll hear from Taylor Best during the first period intermission. I'll spoil that interview briefly for you. He talked about it's who wants it more. And as I've told you all who have followed along all season long, wanting it isn't just about thinking you can and being the little engine that could. It's about wanting it enough to go into the corners and make a play there. It's about wanting it enough to take the hit to make a play. It's about wanting it enough to know when to shoot the puck and when to move it off. It's about blocking shots. It's about helping out your netminder. It's about chips out to the neutral zone. It's all about the details in the hockey game, and that's where the Marksmen have to be the better team today, is in the details. If they're not, this is going to be a long Sunday afternoon, and we'll know whether or not the Marksmen are locked in, I would imagine, after the first 20 minutes of this hockey game. The other thing for Fayetteville is you've got to find a way to get the power play going. There's certainly enough skill on that unit to get the job done, but time and time again we talk about it. If the Marksmen power plays on, if they can even just get one, they're always in a position to win the hockey game. But when they're held over, especially with many chances in a hockey game, that team struggles, and this is where the Marksmen have to be good. They've got to take their power play opportunities. They've got to figure out how to get more traffic in front of the net. If that power play's on, Fayetteville's going to have a slight advantage in this one. For the Pensacola Ice Flyers, remaining on your discipline is important, but I think you've got to come out and you've got to establish your aggression immediately. It's a Marksman group that knows that going tomorrow through Wednesday, they're going to enjoy a few days off. They're staying here in Pensacola, Florida. You do not want to get caught looking ahead if you're the Marksman. If you're Pensacola, though, jumping out early, being the physical team, especially in the first 20 minutes, could really help your group today, knowing that you're going in to the final leg of a 3-game and 3-day stretch. And the last thing for the Pensacola Ice Flyers is you've got to do what you did yesterday defensively. That is keeping the Marksmen on the perimeter, not allowing them into the slot, and making the job easy for Cody Karpinski in tonight's hockey game. As I've told many people who have asked me, Karpinski was good last night. He wasn't great. His biggest asset was the fact that he was timely, and when he was called upon to make a save, he made it, even though he only came away with 26 on the hockey game compared to Brent Moran's 37. Folks, both teams are on the ice. Coming up right after this commercial break, it's puck drop from Pensacola. The Ice Flyers and the Marksmen. Round 3 next.
Welcome to Freddy's. How are you guys doing?
Meetings.
Lunch meetings all week, all salads.
Bean salads,
Quinoa salads.
Heirloom salads.
frisee salads.
Sometimes the guy needs a Freddy's Original Double, Chicago Dog, and a Turtle Sundae.
Make that 2, please.
3.
Absolutely.
If it's gonna be bad, it better be good. Being bad never tasted this good. Freddy's, the experience that puts a smile on your face and the taste that brings you back.
Something big is coming. Something so big, it'll change the world of chicken sandwiches. Zaxby's new signature sandwich with Zax sauce or new spicy Zax sauce, because the chicken sandwich war ain't over yet. The new signature sandwich. All the other little sandwiches can run along. We'll take it from here.
Experience the thrill of being a Fayetteville Marksmen season ticket holder and all the benefits that come along with it, including your same great seat for 28 or 14 home games, exclusive season ticket member events, and an opportunity to enjoy discounts on food and beverage and merchandise at the Crown Coliseum. Skate to marksmanhockey.com/season tickets to learn more.
Kelly, you need to unmute yourself.
For some, it's just the sound of ice hitting heavy-duty plastic. But for us, it's the signal calling us back to the light. And to Greg's house, because he just got a new grill.
Connecting to Hot Jams playlist.
Welcome back, Bud Light legends. It's time to take summer by the coolers.
Hey you. Are you hearing this but not seeing this? You can change that. Follow along with the entire season of Fayetteville Marksmen hockey on Hockey TV. Visit hockeytv.com/subscriptions and get the SPHL TV package to watch every single Fayetteville Marksmen road game this year. That's hockeytv.com/subscriptions.
Look at our yard. So many anthills everywhere. Did you know that a single ant can live to be 29 years old?
Really? Well, what about a married one?
Seriously?
But really, we need to fix the yard.
St. Peter Pest Control handles all your mosquitoes, ants, spiders, cockroaches, and even rodents. St. Peter Pest Control provides full home pest protection and consistent treatment of ants and mosquitoes in your yard, too. At St. Peter Pest Control, we send all your bugs to see St. Peter.
Marky?
Carolina's Dentist offers the best in oral care and technology.
Hope you're brushing twice a day like we discussed. And don't forget to make that 6-month appointment, okay? We'd like to keep those pretty white teeth looking good for you.
Come experience positively different dentistry at Carolina's Dentist, the official dentist of the Fayetteville Marksmen. Hey you. Are you hearing this but not seeing this? You can change that. Follow along with the entire season of Fayetteville Marksmen hockey on Hockey TV. Visit hockeytv.com/subscriptions and get the SPHL TV package to watch every single Fayetteville Marksmen road game this year. That's hockeytv.com/subscriptions. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and thank you for staying up with us one more time. A little bit of a later start than what we're used to seeing on a Sunday afternoon, but here in the Central Time Zone, it is a gorgeous day in West Florida, about 20 miles off the coast of the Atlantic Ocean here in Pensacola Bay, as the Pensacola Ice Flyers host the Fayetteville Marksmen for the 5th and final time this season these two teams meet. I'm Drew Blevins. I'll be alongside you. The Fayetteville Marksmen come in owning a 35-14-2 record, while the Pensacola Ice Flyers improved to 27-16-6 last night. Both of these teams have already punched their tickets to the SPHL President's Cup playoffs. But for the Fayetteville Marksmen, there's a little added extra on the line here tonight. If the Marksmen can find a way to get 2 points and Quad City loses against Peoria this afternoon, the Marksmen will clinch home ice advantage in the opening round. Still an outside shot that the Marksmen can go all the way up to the 3rd seed, but with Peoria's remaining schedule, it does seem unlikely at this point, especially after last night's loss to this Ice Flyers group. The Marksmen took the first 3 in the season series. The Ice Flyers looking to take the last 2, as Rod Aldoff found a recipe for success last night. He'll stick with it, with Cody Karpinski getting the nod in net. The Fayetteville Marksmen changing every one of their forward lines from last night. Their starting group will be Drake Glover centering between Brian Moore and Taylor Best. Andrew Lane keying back into the lineup this afternoon. We'll get the start alongside of Jarrett Cupp with Brent Moran between the pipes. Sit back, relax, and enjoy this one from the cradle of Navy Aviation in Pensacola, Florida. Jarrett Cupp for the Marksmen sends it up the near sideboards. This is around Carabia, but back to receive is Brennan Blasick, who will move it right to the near side wing. This is Letourneau, who scored last night in a buzzer beater. That was a goal that had a little bit of controversy to it. It was reviewed the SPHL way by speaking with the goal judge. Video certainly seems to uphold that call, but it was tight there at the end of the first period, and that would be all the Ice Flyers needed despite adding a pair of insurance markers in the third. Here's Drake Glover out of Alaska Anchorage. Will pull cue it ahead for Taylor Best to go chase. Best in the far side corner, has the puck on his backhand, hooks around the net and has it in the near face-off circle. Best being pressured one-on-one, using the referee Joe Genovese as a screen. He'll send it to Miles Harvey at the near blue line, and he'll backhand into the near side corner. Marksman will take it up there as Jake Hickey leaves it for a long shot from Hoffman, turned out the far side leg pad got by Karpinski. A rebound just thrown back toward the net. It's wide, but the Marksmen holding possession in their attacking end. This is Brian Moore, knocked off the puck, but Pensacola unable to clear as Hickey provides the pressure here. Now the Ice Flyers getting to it. This will just be lofted up the far boards, and Miles Harvey skates back to retrieve. Harvey to the near side boards for Taylor McCloy, who just Friday moved into 4th all-time in Marksman scoring. He'll play it behind the net for Tommy Biesinger. The puck rolls over his stick as this comes right back out to the red line, and the Marksman will take it there. Harrison Harper touching up through center ice, intercepted by Sam Hunter, who will find Ivan Bondarenko. Bondarenko has a pair of assists on the weekend, and he'll leave it in the near side corner for Malik Johnson. Quickly pushed up to Hunter in the near side boards. Hunter will take it into the middle. Finds Bondarenko at the near side face-off circle. His shot chipped on goal by Salak. Moran ready for it. And Salak will set things up to the far side point. A bad pass is intercepted by the Marksman, and Biesinger will drive down the near wing. Tommy Biesinger has a man going with him as he'll rotate here, moving it to Matt McNair, who comes to his rescue in the near corner. McNair and Biesinger warring for possession here. It's one free by the Marksman for a quick shot on by Fraze, caught and held onto by Karpinski, and now a shoving match with Tommy Biesinger and Dylan Karabia in the far side corner. And already we've got a little bit of vim and vigor to this one. Biesinger's had an edge to his game all weekend long, and I think he would tell you last night's effort wasn't the strongest for him, but already getting involved in the play. 17:25 to go in this first period. And I think that's good for the Marksmen to go ahead and show the pushback or take the initiative in the physical aspect of the hockey game here. This face-off will come outside to center ice, as McNair will win the draw for the Marksman, but all over the puck here is Preston Kugler, who will drop it for Seth Enser, who had the 190-foot empty net goal to seal last night's win for Pensacola. Matt McNair up the far boards, runs right in to a couple of Pensacola forwards as Corey Dennis will pinch from the blue line to join the rush. Dennis back behind the net, battling 2-on-2 for possession. It's one free by Moore, who will center the puck here. Skated ahead by the Marksman, FX Girard, and he'll dump it to the near side corner, going to chase for himself. We've got a whistle in the back play, and we're going to get the game's first penalty here early. And it'll be an interference call against Pensacola, and the guilty party is going to be Marcus Russell. So the Marksmen will go to the St. Peter Pest Control power play for the first time in this hockey game, just 3 minutes and 10 seconds into the contest. And this is big. Russell did not see action last night. And for him to take a seat here early, he's been such a help in the scoring department, but just to let you know how far behind the play that penalty occurred, I never saw it. The puck was 2 zones ahead of where Russell was. But a good start here for Pensacola on the penalty kill. The Marksmen on the St. Peter Pest Control power play are 1 for 10 this weekend. That's not a spectacular stat, but here's Brian Moore on his backhand, lifts it onto the glove side of Cody Karpinski, who flashes leather and will hang on. A good stop by Karpinski, and the challenge for Moore has been to shoot the puck a little bit more. A play that not many people will remember from yesterday in the first period was Brian Moore uncorking a slap shot from the far side face-off circle on a power play attempt. Corey Melkert told me last night that was the hardest shot he had seen in this league in 5 years. In the far side corner, Glover will play to Biesinger, who gives it up for Oliveri. He tees it up, misses over top the net. The rebound kicks to Biesinger, who will get some help from Glover in the far side corner. Tommy Biesinger scoops it around to the near side wing as the Marksmen look to push it up to Oliveri, and they do, but with a good defensive stick is Malik Johnson. He's off on the rush. It's a 2-on-0. Johnson has Bondarenko. He centers, but he went right through his skates, and a great chance is squandered by Pensacola after the Marksmen were unable to track 2 Ice Flyers who were all the way back. Melkert visibly frustrated with giving up the chance with his arms folded across his shoulders, and I hope you did not hear the expletive on the crowd mic. It's not the sizable crowd that it was yesterday, but it's a group that has been engaged here in the pregame show and now early cheering for that chance. Biesinger battles to get the puck ahead of the attacking blue line on the far side boards. Just 20 seconds remaining in the St. Peter Pest Control power play for the Marksmen. Andrew Lane gives it up ice for Taylor Best as he curls beyond Hickey to the point for Lane. His wrist shot watched into the glove by Karpinski, no rebound. Cody Karpinski, a veteran netminder who's bounced around a little bit throughout the course of this season. He's played in the Federal League. He's played here in the SPHL. But when you've got someone who's that composed and is that confident in their game from having so many years of playing experience, you can't just float the puck on net and hope it's going to go in. Karpinski is an elite puck tracker, and you got to see some of that last night. Pensacola wins the draw from the far side circle in their end. They'll ice it as Jarrett Cupp will go back to retrieve. That'll do it for the first St. Peter Pest Control power play of the afternoon for the Marksmen. Jarrett Cupp carries it up ice and feeds to the far side wing where Tyler Dill out of Wilkes University will dump it in. Out of his net to play the puck is Karpinski. Into the far side corner it goes. Backhanded up ice by Enser. It will get out of the zone. FX Girard has a beat on his man. He tries to play it across but turns it over. Girard recovering on his own error using Biesinger as an outlet who will carry the puck here. Biesinger swings to the near side boards for FX Girard. A pass across the ice goes off of a skate and will bounce back to the Marksman defensive group. Miles Harvey using his reach to get around one man, slides up to the red line and shoots it into the attacking zone. Corey Dennis is the first one there for Pensacola. He chips it up the far side boards. This one's right back out to center, but the Marksman will corral it there at the red line. Dumped right back in by Hoffman. That's Carabia, who will have it for Pensacola, backhanding it to the far side boards. Taken down by Brian Moore was Whelan Parrish. Now Carabia resets, floats this one in on Brent Moran. He plays center field, catching the pop fly, and will hang on. 13:48 to go in the first period. We remain scoreless here in West Florida. Right back after this.
Welcome to Freddy's. How are you guys doing?
Meetings.
Lunch meetings all week, all salads.
Bean salads.
Quinoa salads.
Heirloom salads.
Frisee salads.
Sometimes a guy needs a Freddy's Original Double, Chicago Dog, and a Turtle Sundae.
Make that 2, please.
3.
Absolutely.
If it's gonna be bad, it better be good. Being bad never tasted this good. Freddy's, the experience that puts a smile on your face and the taste that brings you back.
13:48 to go in the first period here in Pensacola, Florida. Thank you to those of you joining us on the Marksman Radio Network as well as Hockey TV. Busy day in the world of sports, especially in the state of North Carolina. The Duke Blue Devils and Mike Krzyzewski punched their ticket to the Final Four last night. The North Carolina Tar Heels trying to end the Cinderella run of the first ever 15 seed to make it to the Elite Eight. The St. Peter's Peacocks out of Jersey City, New Jersey. We'll give you a score update on that game coming up during the first intermission break. Marksman 0 for 1 on the St. Peter Pest Control power play, as Pensacola has the puck in their own end and will send it ahead off the stick of Whelan Parrish, and Brent Moran is in his trapezoid to play it around the near boards. Parrish slams himself against the boards, grabbing the puck and feeding it to the far side half wall before it's hacked out by the Marksman, but quickly resetting are the Ice Flyers. Brought into the attacking zone by Letourneau, who's sandwiched and dropped. Fayetteville gets to the puck off the far side boards as they try to flip it ahead to Matt McNair. The pass blocked, so the Marksman will do it the old-fashioned way just by skating it ahead. Carried into the zone by Taylor Best as he works into the near side corner. Behind the net, McNair scoops it to the far wing. Whelan Parrish trying to get it out. He cannot. On the second opportunity, Pensacola sends it up, but this is going to be played with a high stick, so we'll get a whistle with 12:50 to go in the first period. Face-off will come right back down to the Marksmen attacking in. Early, the Marksmen leading this game in shots 3-1, and of course, with more than half the period to go, you don't put too terribly much stock into that. But it is the first time all weekend the Marksmen have led in the shots on goal category. Skated ahead to the far face-off circle. A long wrist shot turned down on a Bondarenko drive as the Marksmen get to the loose change. Here's FX Girard down the near side wing. Girard watched closely by Sam Hunter. He'll leave it in the near side corner. Centering pass on the backhand, and the Marksmen never got the shot off. McNair right back to the front. Karpinski with the paddle down has it. He'll cover. What a find in the low slot. Matt McNair was unable to control the bouncing puck. Pensacola dodges a bullet on the Marksmen's best scoring opportunity of the game. I like that play, though, and that's a good find in the middle. And that goes back to what we talked about last night, as Corey Melkert had told me. If you beat a man one-on-one entering the zone, you're going to have a grade A scoring chance. And right there, FX Girard does, centers, and a good chance. He spins one on net here, but it's blocked on the way through by Sam Hunter, who will work it out to the center ice stripe, but intercepted there by the Marksman. Here's McNair again. He pulls the trigger, but was met stick to stick on a solid defensive play by Caleb Anderson. In the near side corner, this will be taken out by Pensacola. They get it beyond their own blue line. A headman look will be taken up ice by Douglas Elgstom. He's hammered by Harrison Harper, who got in his third fight of the season last night and won it against Seth Enser. Preston Kugler now fires a shot off the outside of the net. Elgstom finding the rebound on the far side corner. Trying to play it behind the net as he'll get some help there from Caleb Anderson. But Jake Hickey will grab the puck instead. Turns it over to Ivan Bondarenko. The Russian speedster has it at the far face-off circle. A low wrist shot through the goal mouth and wide. This puck will catch the turn in the boards and bounce out to center. That's where Enser will have to play it to the near side wing. Jan Salak will turn it up ice. Here's a chance for Marcus Russell. He fires a low wrist shot. Moran makes the save. Big rebound was taken care of on the far boards by McCloy. Taylor McCloy grabbing the puck for himself. Skates ahead of the red line and will dump it in. Fayetteville looking to trap this puck on the near side half wall. It's Jarrett Cupp with help from Brian Moore, but it's going to come out anyway. And Andrew Lane is the furthest man back for the Marksmen in his own zone. Lane watched closely by Elgstom, who forces him to turn it over. Brought ahead of the blue line. Here's Whelan Parrish. He fires. Moran makes the save. Drawn out of his net. Centering pass through the goal mouth. Nobody home as Elgstom was posted up for it, but was unable to reach out to grab the pass. Dylan Carabia will reset for Pensacola at the red line to Elgstom. He whacks at it, but turns the puck over to Taylor Best on the far wing. Best slides through a body check with not much room there. He pulls out and gives it to the point for Andrew Lane. Swept across to the near side point for Jarrett Cupp. Cupp fires a wrist shot through traffic, blocked off of his own man, as I think that may have hit McCloy. He's stung on the play as Pensacola re-enters the zone. Latorno with a long wrist shot. He scores. Frederick Latorno will have his second goal of the season on a wrist shot that surprises Brent Moran. And Pensacola has drawn first blood in this game. The goal comes 9:49 into the first period. So Latorno makes his presence felt in his return. Hadn't played all season. Rod Aldoff convinces him to rejoin this group in time for the playoff rush. He scored 2 goals this weekend, including that one. Here's Brent Moran with his eyes up. Will cover this one as Hoffman gets into a hand-fighting match with Brennan Blasek in front. 9:56 to go in the first period. Latorno's goal gives Pensacola a 1-0 lead.
Something big is coming. Something so big, it'll change the world of chicken sandwiches. Zaxby's new signature sandwich with Zax sauce or new spicy Zax sauce. Because the chicken sandwich war ain't over yet. The new signature sandwich. All the other little sandwiches can run along. We'll take it from here.
9:56 to go in the first period here from Pensacola, Florida. Drew Blevins with you in the broadcast booth. Frederick Letourneau's goal makes it 1-0. And on first glance, that may be one you'd like Brent Moran to have. That's a challenging shot, more so than any non-goaltender would think. All of Moran's momentum is going to the glove side. Letourneau with a well-placed shot to the blocker side. It's called shooting against the grain, and that is very helpful. Marksmen will beat out an icing call as they'll vie for the puck below the goal line of their attacking end. Here's Best, who shovels it on goal. A good stop made by Karpinski as he lines up right along the goal line and covers the puck. And as we told you in Marksman pregame, not to take away from the shutout bid from Cody Karpinski, but he was more timely than he was acrobatic and athletic yesterday. And getting that shutout win was important, but I thought this was a Pensacola group that played really good defensive hockey in front of their netminder, and more of a team shutout than a goaltender shutout. Of course, you could argue that about almost any of them. Here's Best, but the Marksmen are offside. Zach Hoffman not thrilled about it. Neither is Brian Moore. He and Joe Genovese will discuss it. The face-off will occur right in front of the Pensacola bench. It's been it's been an officiating crew that has been much lamented on both sides this weekend. As Sam Hunter will backhand it into the attacking zone off the backside of Jan Salak, who will then have to take it and dump it in for himself. Moran to the far side corner, starts the breakout for his group. As Fayetteville will take the puck right at center. Brian Moore's pass off the skates of Malik Johnson, who will go to fight for possession, but Taylor Best is a step faster. Best right behind Brent Moran with 9 minutes to go in the first period. 1-0 Ice Flyers on a goal from Frederick Letourneau. From behind the net, Hoffman will start things up. Hoffman to the far sideboard, zips it ahead for Drake Glover. He tried to find Best, but his pass is intercepted, and carrying the puck ahead is Ivan Bondarenko. He shoots low, wide of the far side post. Taken behind the net by Harrison Harper with Matt McNair pool cueing it free all the way up to the point. Hanging on to it and looking for a lane, but unable to find one was Preston Kugler, so the Marksmen are right back out to center as Fraze will dump it in. Tanner Fraze works around to Preston Kugler, backhanding it below the goal line for McNair, who will be watched closely by Enser. He'll dump it into the trapezoid one more time for Tyler Dill, who turns the puck over behind the net. Corey Dennis unable to get it out cleanly. But in the second effort, here come the Ice Flyers to the near side boards. Carried and dumped in by Marcus Russell. He'll send Enser up in the rush to go chase it, but he loses possession, and the Marksmen are back out across the red line 2-on-2. Tyler Dill hanging on to the puck here as he sends it to the near side boards. Fayetteville will touch it ahead as Harper will leave it back behind the net. Taken there by Kugler as he'll work to the far side boards. A good pinch by Oliveri, but he missed the puck. This is dangerous, but a great play made up ice by Hickey. He fires wide of the far side goal post. Scooped up by Marcus Russell on the far side half wall. This is a rolling puck on edge right along the Pensacola bench that is dug for by Taylor McCloy, and he wins the puck battle. Shot to the near wing for Jarrett Cupp as he'll play it all the way around the boards. Enser watches it roll off of his stick as McCloy goes to fight for it. Letourneau with a one-touch pass. It'll be flipped up ice by Enser. The Marksmen are back to retrieve this one as Cupp will send it to the near wing for Jake Hickey. Here comes Hickey out of Nipissing University in Canada, and Hickey will give it off to Tommy Biesinger. Biesinger with a head fake is watched closely by Letourneau. He spins off the pressure and finds Lane, who fires a slap shot blocked by Blasek. Back behind the net it goes, and Biesinger has the rebound. Tommy Biesinger floats it up to the far side point as he was looking for Jarrett Cupp, but missed him, and Cupp has to retreat all the way back behind Brent Moran to reset. He'll find Brian Moore, who's awaiting at his own blue line. Moore will twist back into his own zone. Watched closely here by Jan Salak. Moore twists around Salak once, feeds it off the far side boards, and here comes Fayetteville to the near side wing. Biesinger with a backhanded pass, off skates on the way through. Andrew Lane tries to hold the line. He can't. Drake Glover can. Just throws it on net, blocked by the last man there. Centering pass to Glover in the slot is intercepted, but Salak's unable to clear it out. Fayetteville will have to reset here at the red line as Glover will bring the puck up ice. Looking at Miles Harvey, who was there as well. Pensacola says no, and here come the Ice Flyers. Maybe a 2-on-1. A pass by Johnson to the back door. Misses Ivan Bondarenko as he punishes his man on the far side boards. Bondarenko picks up the puck as Glover will get off on a change. Bondarenko shooting it into the near side corner. Miles Harvey is there. He engages Bondarenko with Malik Johnson there watching as well. Elgston backhands to the far side. Point for Enser, who gives it right back in front. Quick wrist shot on net. Caught and held on to by Moran. And he'll get a whistle. 1-0 the score remains here on the shores of the Pensacola Bay. As the Marksmen still looking to find consistency in the attacking zone. And Corey Melkert was looking at a number of trying to give up 25 or fewer shots in this hockey game. His team has given up 8, so you're still within that window, but with 5.5 minutes to go here in the first period, certainly wanting to shore things up in the D zone as well. Marksman will have the puck. The center ice red line. Oliveri gives ahead for McNair. A long wrist shot from the top of the face-off circles is caught and held on to by Cody Karpinski. Face-off will go to the glove side of Karpinski's net. He'll tend over there. Fayetteville's third line is out with McNair, FX Girard, and Tyler Dill. So the Marksman will twist back to find this one. Into the far side boards, an intercepted pass and a takedown. This will be tripping. And the Marksman will go to the Freddy's penalty kill on the tripping call. It'll go against Don Oliveri. The Marksman will have to deal with one of the top 5 power play units in the league.
Welcome Fayetteville number 4 to Dr. Monty's Birdhouse. Fayetteville penalty on number 4, Donald Oliveri. 2 minutes for tripping. That's 2 minutes for tripping on Donald Oliveri.
Penalty comes 14:55 into the first period, and this will be a really good chance for Pensacola, because if things don't go well on this first try, they can rest their top unit and keep them out there. The next non-goal whistle will take us to immediate timeout. Face-off is won by the Ice Flyers. So they'll start things up the near side corner. This puck is held on to for an extra beat by Whelan Parrish. He gives to Elgston, who sets up a one-timer at the far side dot that goes hammering wide. Elgston resetting here to Whelan Parrish in the near corner. Parrish dusts it off all the way to the point for a long drive by Salak that's blocked. Now Elgston, the near side point, will reset to the top. Here's Whelan Parrish in the near face-off circle to Elgston. Shot through traffic off Moran. Rebound in front, swept wide. Back behind the net. This is tucked at the near post. Moran says no, and the Marksmen fortunately are able to clear this one the length of the rink as we've got a conversation in the Pensacola attacking zone. Words being exchanged between Tommy Biesinger and Whelan Parrish. This puck is deflected up and out of play with 4:16 to go in the first period, and that'll bring us to immediate timeout. 1-0 Pensacola leading here at home. We'll be right back to finish the first after this.
Experience the thrill of being a Fayetteville Marksmen season ticket holder and all the benefits that come along with it, including your same great seat for 28 or 14 home games, exclusive season ticket member events, and an opportunity to enjoy discounts on food and beverage and merchandise at the Crown Coliseum. Skate to marksmanhockey.com/season tickets to learn more.
4:16 remaining here in the first period. The Pensacola Ice Flyers on a goal from Frederick Letourneau, unassisted, have a 1-0 lead. They have 1 minute and 11 seconds remaining on the power play. It's the Freddy's penalty kill has struggled at points for the Marksmen. Pensacola has had some good chances on this man advantage already. Elgston to the far side wing. This will be held on to by the Ice Flyers as they'll rotate below the goal line. It's Malik Johnson who will backhand to Whelan Parrish. Sets things up at the point for Elgston. Elgston sends to the far side wing as the Ice Flyers play pitch and catch there. To the near side boards for Dylan Carabia now. Carabia at the near face-off circle to Latorno in front. It'll be hung on to for an extra beat by Parrish, who tried to fire a shot. It was blocked, and the Marksmen fortunate to pitch this one the length of the rink. Carabia will go back to retrieve it. Just a half-minute remaining in the power play for Pensacola. To the far side boards, held on to by Vlasic as he tries to dump it in with Parrish going to chase. Latorno unable to hold the line, and the Marksmen clear into the far side corner of their attacking end. 15 seconds to go in the kill for the Marksmen, and this will be held directly behind of Cody Karpinski. Elgston will be the one to hang on to it. Staring up ice, he'll drop this one off for Preston Kugler. Or begging your pardon, that's Seth Enser. And Enser will look up ice. Marksmen return to full strength as Enser hits Jan Salak, who will dump it in, takes an awkward bounce off of a stanchion. Fortuitous for the Marksmen, who find Biesinger. Biesinger back for Harrison Harper, and now the Marksmen are up ice. This is Taylor Best ahead of the red line. Lost the puck to Latorno. The Ice Flyers will send it back toward their attacking blue line. Malik Johnson behind the play. Taylor Best feeds it to the far side corner for Biesinger. He's bumped a couple times. Glover looking to hold the line as this puck is pulled free. 2-on-2. Here comes Malik Johnson. He's got Salak going with him. Johnson will play it behind the net as Salak crunches his man. But the Marksmen will get to the puck here. And now we've got sticks being slashed in and out of hands. And that one's busted with some pushing and shoving here. And now we've got a fight in the near corner as Brian Moore drops the gloves. And he rocks his man. That was Seth Enser. Enser will go to grab his stick, and Moore will be escorted off. That will be a 5-minute fighting major on Brian Moore. The question is, will Seth Enser get the same? Taylor McCloy will saunter over with Brennan Vlasic, and I think for the second time in as many weeks, this is going to be a 5-minute fighting major on Moore and a 2-minute roughing on Enser. Looking at the replay, you can see why. As Moore threw his gloves off, grabbed Enser, and started punching. Seth Enser, I don't think ever got his gloves off. Oh, wait a minute though. There is some frustration going on in the Pensacola penalty box as Enser slammed his helmet down.
Time on penalty, 17:44 of the period.
These are both going to be fighting majors.
Number 12, Brian Moore, 5 minutes for fighting. It's 5 minutes for fighting, number 12, Brian Moore. For your Ice Flyers, number 17, Seth Enser, 5 minutes for fighting.
And that's exactly why he's frustrated. Enser saying, I didn't want to go. I didn't want to go. And he may have an argument there. Rod Aldoff is beside himself. And he is giving it to Joe Genovese. And Genovese has taken a lot from both coaches. He's been patient for the most part. And Jason Binkley, I think, had the best quote of the weekend. He goes, Joe Genovese will talk to you all day long. It's when you start to raise your voice and yell at him that he's just not going to tolerate it. And Binkley added, if I were an official, I'd probably be the same way. But we'll remain 5-on-5 through the end of this period. 5 minutes for fighting to Brian Moore and for Seth Enser, as Pensacola will shoot this one into the attacking end off the stick of Frederick Latorno. It's fought for behind the net as Whelan Parrish tries to spin to the near side boards, instead taken by Vlasic, who was unable to tuck it at the far post. Line held at the far point as Austin Redders will dump it behind the net. Latorno picks it up there, centers, for a one-timer from Blasick that's over top of the crossbar, and Sam Hunter will hold the line for Pensacola. 3 marksmen on the near side boards, unable to get it out. Here's Latorno. He's dropped by Taylor Best, and that puck spins back out to the neutral zone. 90 seconds to go in the first period. Dylan Carabia hanging on to the puck here for Pensacola. A headman pass goes just wide of Whelan Parrish, but on his horse to grab it in the far side corner is Marcus Russell. He'll play it behind the net. It takes an awkward bounce off the boards right to the marksman. And Taylor McCloy, the Fayetteville captain, pitches it ahead. McCloy has it on a give and go ahead of the red line, shoots it behind the net. Carabia, the first one there, sweeps it around of Tommy Biesinger, who lost a stick on the play. Harvey pinches but is unable to hold the puck. And now everybody's swiping at it. Miles Harvey will be able to clear it to the far side wing. 50 seconds to go in this opening frame. 1-0 Pensacola has the lead. Ice Flyers are going to stand right behind of Cody Karpinski, who is working on 4 straight periods of shutout hockey and a magnificent performance so far. Flipped up ice is going to grab this one is Douglas Elgstom. Elgstom is dropped. Here's a long shot from Carabia. A big rebound in front. Elgstom working back inside the goal crease, unable to sweep it home. Up to the point. Carabia gives across for Corey Dennis and calls for it right back. Hard takedown in front. This will be a penalty against the marksman as Moran gets bowled over. Line held here on the near side boards by Russell. He gets tripped up as this one shot back behind the net. 7 seconds to go in the period. Give it up to the point. Dennis has got to let it fly. Give to Carabia. He uncorks it. Moran says no. The rebound. Moran got over. And this one comes to a close in the first period. There will be a penalty. It is cross-checking against the marksman. It will come 20 minutes into the first period. So Fayetteville will be a man down starting the second period. Shots on goal through the opening frame of play for the Pensacola Ice Flyers, 14, and for the Fayetteville Marksmen, 6. Hoffman will take the seat for cross-checking, and when we come back, we'll put this period on reset for you. This is Marksman Hockey.
The Office Pride Power Play.
Lunch meetings all week, all salads.
Bean salads.
Quinoa salads.
Heirloom salads.
Frisee salads.
Sometimes a guy needs a Freddy's Original Double, Chicago Dog, and a Turtle Sundae.
Make that 2, please.
3.
Absolutely.
If you're gonna be bad, it better be good. Being bad never tasted this good. Freddy's, the experience that puts a smile on your face and the taste that brings you back.
Something big is coming. Something so big, it'll change the world of chicken sandwiches. Zaxby's new signature sandwich with Zax sauce or new spicy Zax sauce. Because the chicken sandwich war ain't over yet. The new signature sandwich. All the other little sandwiches can run along. We'll take it from here.
Experience the thrill of being a Fayetteville Marksmen season ticket holder and all the benefits that come along with it, including your same great seat for 28 or 14 home games, exclusive season ticket member events, and an opportunity to enjoy discounts on food and beverage and merchandise at the Crown Coliseum. Skate to marksmanhockey.com/season tickets to learn more.
Kelly, you need to unmute yourself.
For some, it's just the sound of ice hitting heavy-duty plastic. But for us, it's the signal calling us back to the light. And to Greg's house, because he just got a new grill.
Connecting to Hot Jams playlist.
Welcome back, Bud Light legends. It's time to take summer by the coolers.
Hey you. Are you hearing this but not seeing this? You can change that. Follow along with the entire season of Fayetteville Marksmen Hockey on Hockey TV. Visit hockeytv.com/subscriptions and get the SPHL TV package to watch every single Fayetteville Marksmen road game this year. That's hockeytv.com/subscriptions.
welcome you back into the broadcast booth in Pensacola, Florida. Drew Blevins alongside with you. Welcome to the first period intermission report. The Fayetteville Marksmen trailing the Pensacola Ice Flyers 1-0 through the first period of play. Things will not get any easier for the Marksmen to start the second period as Zach Hoffman takes a cross-checking penalty in front of Brent Moran at the end of the first period. So it'll be a full 2-minute power play for the Ice Flyers to start off this second period. And for the Fayetteville Marksmen, this has got to be one of those situations where Corey Melkert is giving a rather motivational speech right about now. It's a group that has not played to their potential all weekend, but certainly not in the last 4 periods. And it looked very sloppy once again, and it looked like the Marksmen were not able to generate a ton in the attacking zone, while also simultaneously giving up 14 shots in the first period to a Pensacola opponent. And while most of them were to the outside, the Marksmen have allowed Pensacola to enter the zone cleanly. They've allowed them to pass into the slot. Brent Moran has had to be really good on top of his game again. And for Melkert, that is where the problem lies. He's much more of a defensive-style coach. It stems from him having been a defenseman at Fredonia and in the SPHL. And you can appreciate that, but right now, something is out of sync with this Marksman group. Lone goal of the period comes 9:49 into the frame. Frederick Letourneau bringing it into the attacking zone, shoots against the grain, beats Brent Moran on his blocker side cleanly. That is the lone goal of the period. Letourneau with his second of the season. Both teams are 0 for 1 on the power play so far in this hockey game. But I think it's one of those periods that if you're the Fayetteville Marksmen, you get in there and you're talking about a handful of things that have to get fixed. First of all, you've got to prevent clean zone entries for Pensacola. It's okay if they want to dump it and go chase it. You're going to trust your 6 defensemen to get back and be able to start a breakout cleanly. Second thing is neutral zone presence. The Marksmen have not been composed through the neutral zone. They've had to settle for a lot of dumps and changes, and that's why they're struggling offensively. The lone chance the Marksmen had is FX Girard driving down the near side boards, beats his man one-on-one, centers the puck to Matt McNair, who slid by his defenseman. McNair unable to corral the bouncing puck, but that's the best scoring chance the Marksmen have had. They create an odd man rush from the tops of the circles in just by using their speed, and that comes from having control of the puck entering the attacking zone. Without that type of puck possession, this team is going to struggle, and they cannot settle for dump-ins. The third thing you're looking at is long shots from above the tops of the face-off circles. I understand that it's a sizable defensive unit for Pensacola, and they've done a very nice job of blocking shots yesterday and today, but you've got to find a way to get the puck in more dangerous areas. And if you've got to fire the puck from beyond the tops of the face-off circle, get men in front. Find a way to get some traffic there and help out your own cause a little bit, because there hasn't been a lot of traffic in front of Cody Karpinski in the last 4 periods. If you want to put the puck by a veteran goaltender, you've got to make sure that he's unable to see it, or you've got a really good scoring opportunity where you can make a move and beat him. I think Karpinski's been rather composed. And I think the last thing you're talking about is the mental mindset. Is the right attitude present on the Marksman bench? Are you in this game? Are you committed to fighting for a win in these final 2 periods, knowing that you can lock up home ice advantage in the first round of the SPHL playoffs with a victory today combined with a Quad City loss? And here's the thing. A win today and a Quad City win means all you've got to do is win one more hockey game in your Final 4, and you're still there. These are precious, precious chances for the Marksmen. And really, I think looking at your Huntsville opponent that's going to come up next weekend, this is your only hope. Winning this game is your hope to go 500 or better in this road trip, because Huntsville's been really good, and they're going to be looking for some revenge after they hiccup a pair of games up to the Roanoke Rail Yard Dogs. And all that combined means Fayetteville's got to find a way to get it on and get it together. Good news is there's 40 minutes of hockey left in this one. Coming up after the break, you'll hear from Taylor Best, who we caught up pregame. This is Marksman Hockey.
Welcome to Freddy's. How are you guys doing?
Meetings.
Lunch meetings all week, all salads.
Bean salads.
Quinoa salads.
Heirloom salads.
Frisee salads.
Sometimes a guy needs a Freddy's Original Double, Chicago Dog, and a Turtle Sundae.
Make that 2, please.
3.
Absolutely.
If it's gonna be bad, it better be good. Being bad never tasted this good. Freddy's, the experience that puts a smile on your face and the taste that brings you back.
Something big is coming. Something so big, it'll change the world of chicken sandwiches. Zaxby's new signature sandwich with Zax sauce or new spicy Zax sauce. Because the chicken sandwich war ain't over yet. The new signature sandwich. All the other little sandwiches can run along. We'll take it from here.
Experience the thrill of being a Fayetteville Marksmen season ticket holder and all the benefits that come along with it, including your same great seat for 28 or 14 home games, exclusive season ticket member events, and an opportunity to enjoy discounts on food and beverage and merchandise at the Crown Coliseum. Skate to marksmanhockey.com/season tickets to learn more.
Kelly, you need to unmute yourself.
For some, it's just the sound of ice hitting heavy-duty plastic. But for us, it's the signal calling us back to the light. And to Greg's house, because he just got a new grill.
Connecting to Hot Jams playlist.
Welcome back, Bud Light legends. It's time to take summer by the coolers.
Hey you. Are you hearing this but not seeing this? You can change that. Follow along with the entire season of Fayetteville Marksmen hockey on Hockey TV. Visit hockeytv.com/subscriptions and get the SPHL TV package to watch every single Fayetteville Marksmen road game this year. That's hockeytv.com/subscriptions. Welcome back to Marksman Hockey. Drew Blevins alongside forward Taylor Best. Taylor, that's a frustrating team to play against. It seemed like you guys struggled to get chances in the offensive zone yesterday. Was it something that group was doing defensively, or did you just think things weren't clicking for your group?
I think there's definitely credit to them. They play hard every night. But I think for us, we kind of got away from supporting the puck, being close. Whether it be D zone, neutral zone, O zone, there was too many one and dones, too many single guys going to put pressure on F1, and F2 was too far away. F3 was too far away. Just kind of, it's weird. It was a weird game, like you said. The flow's been a little bit off the last two games, but I think there's no excuses. We just gotta get a little bit tighter and make those quick, easy passes as opposed to trying to force the tough ones.
It also seems like the power play has been really important for you guys. You're able to get the power play goal on Friday in the 4-2 win. Last night you go 0 for 5 on the man advantage. What's it like being on that power play unit, seeing the strategy work out, getting shots, but not seeing the puck go in?
I think the biggest thing for us is we've talked as a unit, just trying to create momentum. Sometimes it comes in the way of goal, sometimes it comes in the way of being in their end for 2 minutes on the power play. So I think just creating chances, sticking to our roots, doing what we work on throughout the week to kind of trust our game and just get back to the things that made us successful during the middle stretch of the season there.
And obviously the loss of Shane Bednard still echoes and is still a very difficult pill to swallow. I know Corey Melkert and Jason Binkley are both looking to find the right puzzle piece to go into that slot. But in the defensive zone, center icemen specifically have an important defensive role. For you as a winger, what have you seen as being the struggle in the D zone, and how does that get fixed as a five-man unit?
I think, it starts from, like you said, you mentioned the center, and then also the wingers being in the right spots because, sometimes in a hockey game, guys get put out of position and then guys try to help out and fill their position, and that ends up costing, a backdoor play or someone's open somewhere because we're trying to do too much. So I think we just got to get back to trusting the guy next to us, doing the job that we know we can do, and being in the right spots with their sticks on the ice, and, being a pain to play against, I think, is something we got to get back to, too.
And this is also a game that's had a little bit of vim and vigor to it. You've had fights in both nights. You've had some hard and heavy hits, plenty of penalties on both sides. Gearing up for one more game like this on a Sunday afternoon, what's the psyche like and what's the attitude in the locker room knowing what your opponent's going to throw at you?
It's going to be who wants it more. Sundays of a 3-and-3 are always about, little details and battles. You win your battles and you pay attention to little things, and usually you come out on top. So we're just trying to look forward to that and see what happens.
Taylor, thanks for your time.
Thanks a lot, Trey. Have a good one.
That's Taylor Best, forward for the Fayetteville Marksmen. We'll be right back with more Marksman Hockey right after this.
At Carolina's Dentist and Spring Lake Oral Surgery, we believe in creating a positively different experience.
We are proud to serve Eastern North Carolina, including Fayetteville, Spring Lake, and Rayford.
We use the best in dental technique and technology to make Carolina's Dentist your one-stop shop for quality dental care and oral care.
Book your appointment today to come experience the Carolina's Dentist difference.
Baby, we have spiders on every corner outside our house.
Okay, I'll call someone to take care of it.
Baby, we have fire ants all over the yard.
Alrighty, I'll call someone else to take care of that.
Baby, these mosquitoes, you have got to go.
Here we go again.
One call to St. Peter Pest Control provides all these services. Total pest protection for one low monthly payment. At St. Peter Pest Control, we send all your bugs to see St. Peter.
Something big is coming. Something so big, it'll change the world of chicken sandwiches. Zaxby's new signature sandwich with Zax sauce or new spicy Zax sauce. Because the chicken sandwich war ain't over yet. The new signature sandwich. All the other little sandwiches can run along. We'll take it from here.
Experience the thrill of being a Fayetteville Marksmen season ticket holder and all the benefits that come along with it, including your same great seat for 28 or 14 home games, exclusive season ticket member events, and an opportunity to enjoy discounts on food and beverage and merchandise at the Crown Coliseum. Skate to marksmanhockey.com/season tickets to learn more.
Kelly, you need to unmute yourself.
For some, it's just the sound of ice hitting heavy-duty plastic. But for us, it's the signal calling us back to the light. And to Greg's house, because he just got a new grill.
Connecting to Hot Jams playlist.
Welcome back, Bud Light legends. It's time to take summer by the coolers.
Hey you. Are you hearing this but not seeing this? You can change that. Follow along with the entire season of Fayetteville Marksmen hockey on Hockey TV. Visit hockeytv.com/subscriptions and get the SPHL TV package to watch every single Fayetteville Marksmen road game this year. That's hockeytv.com/subscriptions.
Welcome back to Pensacola, Florida. Let's go for a quick spin around the SPHL and the world of sports. A couple of other games in action today, and we'll start things off with an offensive scoring fest in Peoria, where the Rivermen have a 9-4 lead on the Quad City Storm. That's not a typo. That is 9-4. Peoria leading Quad City. They've got 2 minutes to go in the third period there, which means with a Marksman victory, they'll clinch home ice advantage and one of the top 4 seeds in the SPHL playoffs. Meanwhile, in the NCAA men's basketball tournament, Destiny's Darling is about to have midnight stroke as St. Peter's trails North Carolina Chapel Hill 55-33 with under 8 minutes to go in the basketball game. If Carolina completes this win, that means the Duke Blue Devils and the North Carolina Tar Heels will meet for one final time in Mike Krzyzewski's tenure, and it'll be in New Orleans, Louisiana, about 3 hours away from where we are in the Final Four. Earlier today, Kansas held Miami to only 15 second-half points as the Jayhawks also advance to the Final Four, eliminating one of the 3 ACC teams to make the Elite Eight, as Jim Larrañaga and the Miami Hurricanes are done after making the school's first Elite Eight appearance this year. Second period puck drop is next here from the Pensacola Bay Center. We'll bring it to you after these messages.
Look at our yard. So many anthills everywhere. Did you know that a single ant can live to be 29 years old?
Really? Well, what about a married one?
Seriously?
But really, we need to fix the yard.
St. Peter Pest Control handles all your mosquitoes, ants, spiders, cockroaches, and even rodents. St. Peter Pest Control provides full home pest protection and consistent treatment of ants and mosquitoes in your yard, too. At St. Peter Pest Control, we send all your bugs to see St. Peter.
Marky?
Carolina's Dentists offers the best in oral care and technology.
Hope you're brushing twice a day like we discussed. And don't forget to make that 6-month appointment, okay? We'd like to keep those pretty white teeth looking good for you.
Come experience positively different dentistry at Carolina's Dentist, the official dentist of the Fayetteville Marksmen.
Pensacola Bay Center is rocking as we welcome you back to West Florida. Time to drop the puck on the second period here on the Marksman Radio Network. The Ice Flyers lead the Fayetteville Marksmen 1-0 on a goal scored halfway through the opening frame by Frederick Letourneau, his second of the season in only his third game back into the lineup for Pensacola. Goaltenders have switched ends. Brent Moran will tend to the net to our left, and the Marksmen will go from left to right across your radio dial here in the second period. They'll start the period off a man down as Zach Hoffman took a cross-checking penalty 20 minutes into the first period. So it is a full power play for Pensacola on fresh ice. And you talk to some hockey minds, they want nothing to do with a power play on fresh ice. And you talk to others, and this is exactly where they want to be. No skipping pucks. It is a well-maintained surface in a difficult area to maintain ice here in Pensacola, Florida. High heat, high humidity is never a good combination for getting things to freeze. On the far side face-off circle, backdoor pass in front. That's stopped by the Marksman and swiped the length of the rink by Tommy Biesinger. Had he not been there, it was Brennan Blasek who was stationed right at the far side face-off circle. Would have had a tap in. Right back into the attacking end. Here's Elgston. He's dropped crossing the blue line, but this puck is cleared up and out of play into the Pensacola bench, and Rod Aldoff is going to toss that one to a fan. New puck will come into play as the faceoff will stay in the Pensacola attacking end. Melkert shared with me last night that he was not particularly thrilled about losing to Rod Aldoff. He thought he was going to be able to take him for all five, but an opportunity nonetheless to take 4 of 5, which would be a fantastic achievement for Melkert. And keep in mind, the Marksmen are just 2 wins and 4 standings points away from setting the Fayetteville franchise record for most wins in a single season and most standings points in a single season. That was set back in 2012. The far side boards, Glover with a well-placed defensive stick. He'll club that one up ice, and it's out. Chasing is Matt McNair. The Ice Flyers into their own end to grab possession of the puck. Corey Dennis will tote it up ice as Pensacola is into the attacking end. This is Dennis to the near side wing, held on to by Marcus Russell, who will feed it back behind the net to Malik Johnson. Back for Russell, who shovels it to the point for Corey Dennis. He'll feed it to the far side wing for Whelan Parrish. Back up for Dennis, across for Parrish, far face-off circle. He lets it go. Moran got his goal stick to it, and that puck is out of play with 29 seconds to go in the Hoffman cross-checking minor.
You are in the running for giveaways. Check out Pensacola jersey.
The Ice Flyers are verging on 20 shots on net. We haven't even hit the halfway point of this hockey game so far. And I think this has been a Pensacola power play unit that's looked better in their 2 chances in this game than they have in the other 2 contests. It's just right now the power play hasn't been able to put the puck in the net, but they've created more hard-stopping chances. Here's Malik Johnson to Ivan Bondarenko, lays it behind the net to the far side corner. Elgston is there, and he'll dump it right back behind the cage. Turns it over. Bondarenko stops the clearing attempt from going all the way down the ice as Corey Dennis will give it right back to him. Here's Bondarenko, the far side face-off circle as we return to 5-on-5. Bondarenko floats one toward the net. Big rebound in front. Moran bowled over again. Puck is loose. Everybody digging for it. Moran finds it as we'll have a gathering of the clans right in front of Brent Moran. New lines coming on for both groups as the Marksmen survive on the penalty kill again, keeping it 1-0. And that does give you just a little bit of added momentum. Only a hair, mind you, that you survive on that kill. It wasn't dominant by any stretch of the means, but you got the job done, and now you can focus on trying to generate a breakout and chances in the attacking zone. Pass goes all the way around the boards. The line is held initially, but turned over as Drake Glover will one-hand to Taylor Best. He's into attacking ice, floats it on goal, kicked away by Karpinski into the far side corner. Best finds the loose change. Delivers a pass up to the point for Andrew Lane as he'll roll it around the dasher into the near corner. Trading places here is Drake Glover as he looked to backhand it below the goal line to Best. Glover getting back to the near side boards, but the puck comes out by Cup. This is Sam Hunter who had it but lost possession as the Marksmen go right back ahead of the attacking blue line. Floated to FX Girard in the near side boards. Girard rotates to the point, sets up a one-timer for Hoffman. His stick breaks, and he sends it all the way into the protective netting, and it drops down into the first row of seats. New twig coming for Hoffman. That was an explosive break. Here's a chance in front for Caleb Anderson as he backhanded it off the stick of Letourneau and wide. Up to the point, a long wrist shot, loose change. What a block! Diving and sacrificing the body to get over. The Marksmen dodge a bullet. I believe it was Cup diving in front. It was Lane, pardon me. Andrew Lane with a fantastic shot block. Now here's Douglas Eldston, who is unable to work around of his man as the puck is back out to center, but only for a moment. Lane to the far side boards will dump this one in. The Ice Flyers are to it. Corey Dennis with a headman pass taken by Letourneau. He's ahead of the attacking blue line, backhanding it down the near side boards. This puck comes right back out to Dennis, who's awaiting at the red line. Feeds it to the far side wing, where it'll be dumped in by Pensacola. Whelan Parrish going to chase it in the near boards. Gives it up to the point for Dennis. He fires a long wrist shot, swallowed by Brent Moran. 15:52 to go in the second period, 1-0 Pensacola. The Ice Flyers have had chances twice here in this second period to extend the lead, and both have been stonewalled by this Marksman defensive group. I tell you, Andrew Lane has been someone that has really been impressive in the past 3 games he's played. He rotated out, being only a rookie, you can somewhat understand that, but I thought Lane played well on Friday and comes up with a shot block and a pass interception here in this hockey game and doing things well in the defensive end. He's a little bit of an undersized defenseman, but Corey Melkert likes his potential. Here's a foot race for the puck that's won by Jake Hickey in back of the net. Hickey kicks it to the near wing for Tommy Biesinger on his forehand. Biesinger turns back behind the net. He wants to set up there. Had help from McCloy. This puck comes up to the point. Pinching to hold the line is Zach Hoffman. Backhands to Harvey. A low wrist shot steered out of play by Karpinski. And that's where Cody Karpinski's an old school goaltender. You'll see a lot of netminders today that just want to deflect that into the corner and keep the play going. Karpinski gets that one right up into the protected netting and out of play, and does so masterfully. Pensacola wants a new group out there, and they'll get it. Home team has last change, and it's the Letourneau line will make their way out. Top group for Pensacola with Carabia and his defense partner out there on the blue line. One forward is carried up ice by Letourneau. A hard hit delivered by Whelan Parrish as the Marksmen take the puck away at the red line. They're into attacking ice. Blowing a tire is Taylor Best as he fights for possession. This comes right back up the near side boards. Whelan Parrish lost it. Marksmen keep it in attacking ice. Best gives in front for more. He fires, misses high and wide of the net, trying to pick the far side corner. Pensacola gets to the puck behind their goal, but the line is held here by Zach Hoffman. Played into the near side corner. Is sweeping at it here is Corey Dennis. He's able to get it up to his forward group as it's lifted all the way down the rink by Carabia. On goal to Brent Moran, and this will be covered with Brennan Blasek providing pressure right in front of the Marksman net. 14:48 to go in this second period. Timeout on the ice. We'll take it with them. Pensacola leading 1-0.
Experience the thrill of being a Fayetteville Marksmen season ticket holder and all the benefits that come along with it, including your same great seat for 28 or 14 home games, exclusive season ticket member events, and an opportunity to enjoy discounts on food and beverage and merchandise at the Crown Coliseum. Skate to marksmanhockey.com/season tickets to learn more.
14:48 to go in the second period here in Pensacola, Florida. Drew Blevins alongside you on the Marksman Radio Network and Hockey TV.
Get left, get crazy, get noticed, and get your hand on some hockey's
Ice Flyers out shooting the Marksmen 20-8 in this game, and it feels very much like yesterday's contest did in that regard. As the Marksmen have just really struggled to put the puck into dangerous areas in front of the net. And we're going to get a quick pause here as that looks like Jason Binkley, who is having a conversation with Joe Genovese. And I'm not sure what the conversation is stemming from. Well, now Genovese is going to come over to the scorers table. And he's gone into the Marksman penalty box. There's no one there. So Brian Moore and Seth Enser were released for their 5-minute fighting majors. And I'm not sure what this pause is for. Jason Binkley must have noticed something, and I'm going to see if I can get a better view of what's going on, but this is a conversation that's happening in the Marksman penalty box between Joe Genovese and the penalty box attendant. And right now, that's all. I'm not sure if there is a fan exhibiting inappropriate conduct, if something had flown into the penalty box, as it looks like there is a security officer who has gone into the front 5 rows of the crowd here. I'm right above the Marksman penalty box, and I think that's what it was, as there are 2 security members who are standing in the front 5 rows right now. Not sure if something had gotten thrown into the penalty box or what, and it looks like they are going to kindly escort a pair of fans out of the arena, and they'll gesture over at Jason Binkley as they're escorted home, and that will draw the ire of Pensacola fans. So that's what it was, and good on Jason Binkley for being able to see that as that puck hops right into the first 3 rows out of play. And I'll have to follow up with Binkley after this contest is over to see exactly what had been said or thrown or gestured at the Marksman penalty box. But that's a coach doing his due diligence. And for Jason Binkley as a first-year assistant here with the Marksmen, that's something that will really draw your players to be loyal to you as he's looking out for them. And obviously this is a coaching staff frustrated with the effort, but Binkley looking out for his guys, and that pause may help the Marksmen get a little bit of added extra momentum with 14 minutes to go here in this second period. Altogether strange incident, though. Here's Douglas Elgstom, who will backhand to Seth Enser. He rolls it toward Moran, who calmly will cover this puck with some extracurricular shoves delivered at the end of the play. Jason Binkley, a former Division I defenseman at Ferris State, played the majority of his career in the ECHL, spending the most time with the Fort Wayne Comets. Brilliant hockey mind. As the face-off will come to the blocker side of Brent Moran. It's won initially by the Ice Flyers, but they're unable to keep it in the zone on an errant pass. So Moran will set things up back behind the net on the re-clear in. Long look up ice for Jarrett Cupp as he steps into a pass that's tipped over top the crossbar and will be chased by Jake Hickey. He'll force a turnover back behind the net. Hickey run into as he skates through the traffic. Hickey with a very good shift here. Will take the puck at the blue line, sweeps it across, but a well-placed defensive stick by Jan Salak will send it out to center. All the marksman can do is dump it right back in. 13:30 to go in the second period. 1-0 Pensacola hanging on to the lead here. Here's Malik Johnson ahead to Salak, who has his stick tied up by Andrew Lane. Escorts Lane to the end wall. As 2-by-2 they'll battle there. Jarrett Cupp there to help out Andrew Lane, and Cupp will be the one to spin away with possession. Blows a tire and sends it to the near side wing. Pass is intercepted at the blue line, and a low-risk shot by Malik Johnson blocked on the way through. Lane finding the rebound and gives it to Hickey on the far side boards, but he turns it over. McCloy is there to clean up the loose puck, and he'll backhand it all the way down to Karpinski's end. Stops about 10 feet shy of the goal line, so no icing, and a line change coming for Fayetteville. Chipped up ice. It'll be Cupp to play it through the neutral zone to Moore. A little one-touch pass and a chance for Fayetteville. This is Glover, who had the puck knocked off of his stick. Now Glover picks it up in the near side corner. He drives to the net front. Moore whacking at it. It's loose, and the whistle blows as the puck gets pinned between Karpinski and the near side goalpost with 12:29 to go in the second period.
Susan McMurray, Simpson hit the long time seat, taking over in the end zone. Make sure the goalposts are doing what they do. Susan, appreciate
it. Has just gone official. The North Carolina Tar Heels in Cinderella's run as they defeated St. Peter's 69-49. The Tar Heels will face off against the Duke Blue Devils in the Final Four. State of North Carolina will be on fire, and certainly Saturday night will be a manic evening between marksman hockey and the Final Four. Here come the Ice Flyers as Moore demolishes his man on the far side boards. Brennan Blasek turns toward the front of the net. This pass is wild. Carabia has to work back into center to find it. He'll shoot it to Corey Dennis on the near boards. Just pitched ahead there. And back behind the goal line, Moran will cover with Whelan Parrish lurking nearby. And even though we've only seen 3 penalties in this game, it's another one of those contests that's lacking flow. It's been played very staccato up to this point. Lots of covers, lots of dumps and changes, and it's beginning to look like one of those things that Pensacola thrives in. They want to play a game that doesn't have a lot of flow, while simultaneously trying to go up and down with you. They like the odd man rush when they can generate it. But this is a team that is prolific shorthanded, and they almost burned the marksman early had it not been for a bad pass by Malik Johnson to Ivan Bondarenko. Behind the net, this will be settled by Marcus Russell. He'll feed it up to the point as Kugler sweeps to Seth Enzer on the near side point. Back up to the top as Kugler will dump it in. Swept toward the net front, and the marksman will clear off the near side boards all the way out. This will not make the goal line again as Enzer will be the first one back. One-man pressure for Fayetteville provided up ice by FX Girard. As the Ice Flyers will break it into the attacking zone on the near wall. Harrison Harper there to lift it back to center. Don Oliveri jumping up into the rush, has the puck here. He's around a couple of men before he stood up. Then a hard hit delivered to the back of Enzer knocks the puck free. Preston Kugler will take it. Sends it to the near side boards for Enzer. He's dropped and Oliveri's got it. A break for the Marksmen 3-on-2. Oliveri pulls the trigger, swallowed and held on to by Cody Karpinski. Good stop by Karpinski, and I think the reason Oliveri takes that shot is because the passing lane to the far side wing was taken away. And that's a good force by Pensacola if that's the case. McCloy, Biesinger, Hickey, the group out for the Marksmen now. 10:54 to go in the second period. Ice Flyers holding a 1-0 lead. Into the far side corner, a headman pass and a break. Whelan Parrish backhands to Brennan Blasek. He fires. Moran knocks it down. The rebound right to Jake Hickey, who will put it into the near side corner for Jarrett Cupp to clear. He does, only to the blue line. Austin Redders dumps it right back into Blasek. Everybody still onside. Blasek gives the puck away to Taylor McCloy. This puck is touched with a high stick by the Marksman, negated, as it'll be held on the point by Pensacola at their own blue line. Pushed up ice as it'll be dumped in by Frederick Latorno as the game's only goal. Right back in front. A diving play made by Moran and Lane. On an awkward bounce, now this is swept to the high slot. Blasic's unable to get it to go, and a 2-on-1 for the Marksmen. Biesinger up the near side wall, gives it in front, and Karpinski knocks it away from the rookie, Jake Hickey. Hickey will get off on a change. What a chance both ways, and neither team able to score. Behind the net is Tommy Biesinger in his own end, and he'll settle the pace of play to Oliveri. Headman pass for the Marksman, and then touch to the near wing for Biesinger. He'll feed it up ice for Glover, who shoots. He scores! Drake Glover on the rush up the ice ties the hockey game with a shot from the low slot. It's even 1-1. That'll break Cody Karpinski's shutout streak that will span just over a game and a half as this goal comes 10:23 into the second period. It'll be Glover from Biesinger, and I believe Oliveri will get a secondary assist on the play. But what a stupendous job by Glover to find a hole and pick it. Centering pass in front. Rolls away for Pensacola. The only assist has been given to Biesinger. And Biesinger will have the only assist as Matt McNair will dump this one down the near side wing. Apologize for the pause as I was making sure to deliver that one properly to you all. In the far side corners, Ivan Bondarenko of his attacking end. Pass to the point is tipped. Now a foot race. Brian Moore is ahead of Preston Kugler as Karpinski shoots it, but the Marksmen stay on side. Best looking to the back door. Gives to Oliveri. He slides it in front. Puck is loose. Karpinski with a save, and now everybody will grab someone else. McNair in a shoving match in front with Malik Johnson. A stick comes flying out of the pile. The linesmen are in to separate everyone. 8:34 to go in the second period. The Marksmen tie it on a goal from Drake Glover. 1-1 from the beach.
For some, it's just the sound of ice hitting heavy-duty plastic. But for us, it's the signal calling us back to the light. And to Greg's house, because he just got a new grill.
Connecting to Hot Jams playlist.
Welcome back, Bud Light legends. It's time to take summer by the coolers.
8:34 to go in the second period. Drake Glover has tied this hockey game with his 18th goal of the season, matching his jersey number.
6:32.
Face-off will be in the Marksmen attacking end as they look to garner a little bit of momentum on the most recent goal. And if the Marksmen can hang on here, find a way to get one more, come away with a victory, two things. Circle the shot blocks and the desperation plays made in Brent Moran's end earlier in this frame. And also remember, the Marksmen can clinch home ice advantage, the SPHL first round, with a victory here as Quad City falls to Peoria 9-4. The Ice Flyers will ice the puck here. And now the response game and the pressure goes back to Pensacola wholeheartedly. So the Ice Flyers are a team that really wants to play from in front. They've already seen what the Marksmen can do in the third period. That happened on Friday night. 2 goals and an empty netter for Insurance as Andrew Lane gets it off of a Marksman face-off win and dumps it right back behind the net. A pass to the point is intercepted by Marcus Russell as he turns it to the near side boards. Looking up ice for Brandon Tucker. Tucker driving here on Taylor Best, and Best will come away with possession of the puck. Dumped right back in onto Cody Karpinski, and he'll melt it. 8:01 to go, second period. Marksmen 1, Ice Flyers 1. Tyler Dill will come out with Matt McNair. Andrew Lane and Jarrett Cupp on defense. Far side wing is Tanner Fraze. And McNair will be thrown from the face-off circle for early sweeping. Tyler Dill comes in, wins the draw initially, but Pensacola swarms to the far side wing. They get it around of Cupp, but back checking to find the puck is Matt McNair. McNair stands behind a Moran, will feed to Andrew Lane, who punches it up the far side boards. Lane on a give and go will jump up into the rush. He's dropped crossing the attacking blue line. As the Ice Flyers will find it up the near side half wall. Jan Salak will give to Ivan Bondarenko. He drops for Malik Johnson, who will play back behind the net where Bondarenko will go to vie for it. Finds Johnson, who turns it in front for Jan Salak, knocked off of his stick by Tanner Fraze, and Fraze will skate ahead of the red line. Fraze had his stick lifted from behind, and a good move made by Bondarenko to get some space. It's not a guy you want to give a lot of it to. Bondarenko runs out of real estate up the middle of the rink, forced to pitch it ahead. Jarrett Cupp now will touch it up ice. Here come the Marksmen. This is McCloy. Fires a long wrist shot that goes off of Austin Redders into the far side corner. Pensacola looking for the rebound. It's Redders. Punches it up ice for Bondarenko. Lifts it in ahead of the red line, but he didn't get enough elevation on it. Dumped right back in by McCloy to his attacking end, and the Marksmen go to chase. On the far side boards, the Ice Flyers will club it out. Zach Hoffman will find it there for Fayetteville. Parallel with the face-off circles in his own zone, Hoffman starts his engine. The defenseman will cross into the attacking zone on the far side boards. Hoffman ends up behind the net in the goaltender's trapezoid, using a long reach. He'll give it off for Taylor McCloy. McCloy has Hickey behind the net with him as Preston Kugler escorts him to the far side corner. Now the puck's held on the far side boards by Biesinger. He gets pinned and dropped. We'll keep going. Long wrist shot punched out by Karpinski. No rebound as he sends it into the protective netting and out of play. 6:25 to go, second period. 1-1 the score between Pensacola and Fayetteville here from the Bay Center in West Florida. Marksmen will stay in town until Wednesday. Then they'll go for a morning skate in Huntsville, Alabama on Thursday. Play Friday, play Saturday, and return to Fayetteville on Sunday. And what has been the longest Marksman road trip by distance all season. Brought ahead by Brennan Blasek, who will chase it back behind the net. Blasek circles to the top of the face-off circle and lost possession of the puck. Feeds it to the far side boards, and Drake Glover will be the one to take it. Playing it all the way back to the Marksman defensive group. Holding on to the puck here and cycling back is Zach Hoffman. Hoffman stands behind Brent Moran. He'll call all of his forwards back as it's the top group of Glover, Best, and Moore on the ice now. Hoffman steps ahead of the attacking blue line, gives to Brian Moore there. Moore cuts free for some space, fires a low wrist shot. That was affected by a defender on the way through. Moore looking to push to the point as Miles Harvey's unable to hold the line, so Oliveri will back out to Matt McNair. McNair flips it over everyone. Brian Moore will go to chase as he punishes Dylan Carabia in the far side corner. Moore digging for the puck alongside of McNair, and they win it free to the near corner for Oliveri. Sweeps it into the high slot. Best had his stick lifted. This puck bounces back out to center. Harrison Harper tees it up to clear it in. Karpinski out of his net to set this one on a tee. Behind the net, holding on to the puck is Preston Kugler. A long look up ice. He fans on the pass initially, and then sends it to the far wing as he was looking for Corey Dennis. Intercepted by the Marksman, given in front for Gerard. He pushes it on goal. A takedown from behind. This will be a penalty, and now Miles Harvey wants a little more. Everyone pushing and shoving behind of Cody Karpinski after that nasty collision on a hit from behind. 4:51 to go in the second period. Marksman should be heading to a power play right after this.
You need to unmute yourself.
For some, it's just the sound of ice hitting heavy-duty plastic. But for us, it's the signal calling us back to the light. And to Greg's house, because he just got a new grill.
Connecting to Hot Jams playlist.
Welcome back, Bud Light legends. It's time to take summer by the coolers.
Are you hearing this? 4:51 to go in the second period, and Douglas Elgston will take a penalty for boarding. The Marksmen go back to the St. Peter Pest Control power play. They are 0 for 1 in the hockey game. They are 1 for 11 on the weekend, and this is a monumental opportunity for this group to take the lead. They only have 13 shots on goal all evening long. But they do win the face-off and will set things up to Don Oliveri. He's got Brian Moore on the point with him, finds Fraze in the middle, who will push up to Brian Moore, far side wing. Across for Biesinger, near face-off circle. Gives it to Glover, who's stationed on the near side post. He tried to tuck it, hit the outside of the net. That'll set up Oliveri. Don Oliveri fires a wrist shot that's blocked on the way through, and this one is cleared all the way out by Pensacola. A one-hopper onto Moran. It handcuffs him, and Whelan Parrish is the furthest up ice. Parrish didn't see a man coming into the slot that was Vlasic, as he is blasted back behind the net and dropped. Brought up ice by the Marksman as Tanner Fraze will feed it to the far wing. It's Moore. He uncorks it over the crossbar. That may have been blocked on the way through. This is Biesinger in the near side corner. Gets some help there, but is unable to hold the line. Oliveri can. Throws it toward the net. Kicked away by Karpinski. Glover has the rebound. Settles to Biesinger in the slot. Biesinger winds and fires. His shot blocked. Now in front. They score! The block shot created a rebound, and the Marksmen put it in. Tanner Fraze scores it, and the Marksmen have a 2-1 lead with a St. Peter Pest Control power play goal. And that was an opportunity for the Marksmen that they do not squander. And a big goal comes 16:07 into the second period, as Tanner Fraze will have his 15th of the year. And it always seems like if the Marksmen need a big goal, Fraze is the guy to score it. One ahead by Preston Kugler, but he's thwarted at his attacking blue line. So the Ice Flyers will back out and re-enter the zone in the form of Malik Johnson. Thwarted at the top of the face-off circle, so Pensacola works from the neutral zone. Dumped in off the stick of Malik Johnson. Back behind the net goes Jan Salak, vying for position on Zach Hoffman. His two large bodies have the puck there. Bondarenko comes in to jar for the puck as Miles Harvey using his size to pin it for as long as he can. Finally, Bondarenko pulls it to the far side corner. Ivan Bondarenko twists to the point, looked to shoot, had his stick lifted. Now here's a backhanded that goes over the crossbar by Jan Salak. Rebound picked up by the Marksman as Taylor McCloy finds his man on the near wing. It's Best. He cuts to the high slot. Best knocked down from behind. This will be a penalty against Pensacola as Bondarenko drops his man. And back to the St. Peter Pest Control power play go the Marksmen. Fans aren't going to like that as Bondarenko will go to the box for hooking. An eventful final 5 minutes to this second period as Bondarenko will have a seat for hooking. 17:03 into the second period. And the Marksmen go back to the St. Peter Pest Control power play, 1 for 2 on the day. Face-off won by the Marksmen into the near side corner. This is cleared to the near point. Oliveri hanging on to it. Backhands to Tommy Biesinger. He sets up Oliveri, tees it up for a one-timer, blockered away by Cody Karpinski. Brian Moore has the rebound as he backhands to Biesinger at the top of the near circle. Slides it in front. A rolling puck and a stick lift will be taken by Pensacola, and the Ice Flyers backhanded out. Don Oliveri goes to the near side corner, and he'll pick it up. Oliveri staring up ice as he works to the near side wing. Oliveri will twist it back for Brian Moore, who looked at Biesinger with a pass that was nearly blocked, but Oliveri comes back to find it. Don Oliveri gives to Brian Moore, who twists back into his own end. 45 seconds gone by in the St. Peter Pest Control power play. This is Brian Moore holding the puck down the near side wing. Moore had Fraze there, is going to keep it himself. Brian Moore back behind the net, will backhand to Tommy Biesinger in the far side wing. Gives it to Moore, who sets up Tanner Fraze between the face-off circles. To Oliveri at the blue line. Oliveri walks with it. Looks, holds, fires a low wrist shot, steered out by Karpinski out of play with 52 seconds to go in the man advantage for Fayetteville. 1:49 to go in this second period. And this kill or conversion on the power play, I think, will determine who has momentum going into the locker room. Marksmen lead 2-1. Drake Glover and Tanner Fraze, the goal scorers. Taylor McCloy wins a hard-fought face-off to the point for Andrew Lane. Lane spins it off the far side boards. McCloy blows the tire but picks it up in the far corner. McCloy gets some help from Jake Hickey. Back behind the net, Hickey looking for the puck. It bounces over his stick, but Taylor Best from the shooting point position holds the line. Feeds it down the near wing for Jake Hickey. Gets around his man with a pass to McCloy. Back behind the net, Hickey is punished. No boarding! And a chance shorthanded for Pensacola. Here's Tucker. Pulls it outside. A wrist shot fanned on by Sam Hunter. How was that not a boarding call as Hickey got stood up on the end wall? And everybody on the Marksman bench is up in arms. With good reason. That's a dangerous play. Now a chance down the far wing. Centering pass, a one-timer hammered wide by Hickey. Up the near side boards. This will be Marcus Russell. Out of the box comes Bondarenko. Gets tied up with Latorno, who fires off the backside of his own man. Poor spacing by the Ice Flyers on the zone entry. And Jarrett Cupp will have the puck behind of Brent Moran. Cupp flips it all the way down the length of the rink. This is beyond the goal line, and this is icing. Corey Melkert is giving it to Michael Maxson and Andrew Sullivan. Melkert gesturing, having to take a sip of water to calm himself down. And with good reason, mind you. Face-off will go to the glove side of Brent Moran. The Ice Flyers attacking end, and removed from the face-off circle is Taylor Best. Well, now hang on. Best will be allowed back into the circle. So we'll be able to proceed. Taylor Best will take the draw here. Holds the puck between his skates and eventually wins the draw. Best plays it to the far side boards. He's crunched and has to turn back. Tried to fire it up the far side boards. Intercepted by Elgston. Back behind the net. A rolling puck goes into the slot. Cleared out by McNair. And Jarrett Cupp will skate it up the far side boards. He's hit hard right along the Marksman bench. That's a terrific fall from Jarrett Cupp. As the Ice Flyers rush up ice. 10 seconds to go in the period. This is Jean Salak. Spins it to Malik Johnson, who fires and fanned on the shot. Cleared out as Taylor Best gets into a smacking match with Douglas Elgston. And after a tenuous final 5 minutes, the second period comes to a close. We've got a delayed penalty upcoming. Was this called right at the tail end of the period? It was. It's a slashing penalty against the Marksmen. And now Zach Hoffman with Jarrett Cupp and Brian Moore have words in passing for Malik Johnson, Preston Kugler, and Seth Enser.
That's 2 minutes for slashing on number 19.
It's Best who will take the slashing penalty, and Jarrett Cupp and Malik Johnson will have the ear of Joe Genovese.
Will be 20 minutes of the second period. And again, we will
for the second time in as many periods, the Marksmen will take a penalty at the tail end of the frame, and the Ice Flyers will have a power play to start the third period. Both teams skate off primarily without further incident. Well, maybe not quite. Corey Melkert is standing at the Marksman blue line, and the officials will not come speak with him. So now both teams go off, mostly peacefully, as Melkert will jeer some more, and the officials will be called back to the scorer's table. Shots on goal in that second period. For the Fayetteville Marksmen, 11 and a game total of 17. And for the Pensacola Ice Flyers, 9 and a game total of 23. Folks, that's a wild into the frame. We will recap it for you right after these messages.
Freddy's, how are you guys doing?
Meetings.
Lunch meetings all week, all salads.
Bean salads.
Quinoa salads.
Heirloom salads.
Frisee salads.
Sometimes a guy needs a Freddy's Original Double, Chicago Dog, and a Turtle Sundae.
Make that 2, please.
3.
Absolutely.
If it's gonna be bad, it better be good. Being bad never tasted this good. Freddy's, the experience that puts a smile on your face and the taste that brings you back.
Something big is coming. Something so big, it'll change the world of chicken sandwiches. Zaxby's new signature sandwich with Zax sauce or new spicy Zax sauce. Because the chicken sandwich war ain't over yet. The new signature sandwich. All the other little sandwiches can run along. We'll take it from here.
Experience the thrill of being a Fayetteville Marksmen season ticket holder and all the benefits that come along with it, including your same great seat for 28 or 14 home games, exclusive season ticket member events, and an opportunity to enjoy discounts on food and beverage and merchandise at the Crown Coliseum. Skate to marksmanhockey.com/season tickets to learn more.
Kelly, you need to unmute yourself.
For some, it's just the sound of ice hitting heavy-duty plastic. But for us, it's the signal calling us back to the light. And to Greg's house, because he just got a new grill.
Connecting to Hot Jams playlist.
Welcome back, Bud Light legends. It's time to take summer by the coolers.
Hey you. Are you hearing this but not seeing this? You can change that. Follow along with the entire season of Fayetteville Marksmen hockey on Hockey TV. Visit hockeytv.com/subscriptions and get the SPHL TV package to watch every single Fayetteville Marksmen road game this year. That's hockeytv.com/subscriptions.
Hey, it's Goldie from Good Morning Fayetteville for St. Peter Pest Control. They've been doing my pest control services all summer, and it's been wonderful not to have to deal with ants or mosquitoes the last few months. All that money I saved in calamine lotion. Ray and Preston St. Peter show up. They spray outside, but they also do in-home pest control. So if you have roaches or, dare I say, rodents, they'll take care of them as well, because the last thing you need is unwanted visitors making a nest in your Christmas decorations up in the attic. Call St. Peter Pest Control. They send all your bugs and pests to see St. Peter.
Mikey?
Carolina's Dentist offers the best in oral care and technology.
Hope you're brushing twice a day like we discussed. And don't forget to make that 6-month appointment, okay? We'd like to keep those pretty white teeth looking good for you.
Come experience positively different dentistry at Carolina's Dentist, the official dentist of the Fayetteville Marksmen.
Welcome back to Pensacola, Florida, inside the broadcast booth.
Doing?
I'm Drew Blevins. 2-1, the Fayetteville Marksmen take the lead over the Pensacola Ice Flyers with a pair of goals in the second period. The first coming from Drake Glover, even strength from Tommy Biesinger, 10:23 into the second period to tie things up on a gorgeous wrist shot. The second goal coming on the power play from Tanner Fraze. Biesinger also getting the assist there. And the reason that we took forever to go to commercial break is because of the altercation that occurred at the end of the period. Taylor Best was given a slashing minor and now has been given an unsportsmanlike conduct for an obscene gesture, according to the online scoring system. And I think that's why that buzzer sounded when everybody was coming off of the ice. And this is particularly frustrating because equally as guilty was Seth Enser. And Enser has been a problem and someone that's been under the Marksmen's skin all series long, dating back to January. But for Best, that's surprising because I think equally culpable for whatever occurred at the end of that period was Seth Enser and Preston Kugler. And keep in mind, they are both guys that come from the Federal League. And that is something that is encouraged and praised, and that is not so much upheld here in the SPHL. And it's been a tenuous game, as we knew it would be once again. These are two teams that have players that play with high emotion. You expected that to be the case, but it's been tough. And it's been 3 hockey games now that have lacked flow, and it almost feels like it hasn't been the outcome that is earned for any of these teams. And certainly you don't take away from the Marksmen and their win on Friday. You don't take away from Pensacola and their win last night. But you wonder if it's a game that had a little more flow to it, what the results would have been in both of those contests, as I think both teams are kind of ready to break free and play a little bit looser, faster hockey, and that's just not been the way the game has been controlled up to this point. It's Glover and Fraze scoring for the Marksmen. Glover's goal is his 18th of the season, 10:23 into the second period. Tanner Fraze has his 15th of the year, 16:07 into the period. Fraze in the power play, Glover even strength, Tommy Biesinger with a pair of assists. We'll pause for these messages from our corporate partners. Coming back on the other side, we'll bring you into the broadcast booth for our Ask the Voice question. This is Marksman Hockey.
Freddy's, how are you guys doing?
Meetings.
Lunch meetings all week, all salads.
Bean salads.
Quinoa salads.
Heirloom salads.
Frisee salads.
Sometimes the guy needs a Freddy's Original Double, Chicago Dog, and a Turtle Sundae.
Make that 2, please.
3.
Absolutely.
If you're gonna be bad, it better be good. Being bad never tasted this good. Freddy's, the experience that puts a smile on your face and the taste that brings you back.
Something big is coming. Something so big, it'll change the world of chicken sandwiches. Zaxby's new signature sandwich with Zax sauce or new spicy Zax sauce. Because the chicken sandwich war ain't over yet. The new signature sandwich. All the other little sandwiches can run along. We'll take it from here.
Experience the thrill of being a Fayetteville Marksmen season ticket holder and all the benefits that come along with it, including your same great seat for 28 or 14 home games, exclusive season ticket member events, and an opportunity to enjoy discounts on food and beverage and merchandise at the Crown Coliseum. Skate to marksmanhockey.com/season tickets to learn more.
Kelly, you need to unmute yourself.
For some, it's just the sound of ice hitting heavy-duty plastic. But for us, it's the signal calling us back to the light. And to Greg's house, because he just got a new grill.
Connecting to Hot Jams playlist.
Welcome back, Bud Light legends. It's time to take summer by the coolers.
Hey you. Are you hearing this but not seeing this? You can change that. Follow along with the entire season of Fayetteville Marksmen hockey on Hockey TV. Visit hockeytv.com/subscriptions and get the SPHL TV package to watch every single Fayetteville Marksmen road game this year. That's hockeytv.com/subscriptions.
Welcome back to Pensacola, Florida. Drew Blevins alongside you on the Marksman Radio Network and Hockey TV. Time for our Ask the Voice question. If you want to have one of your future questions answered on an edition of Ask the Voice, all you have to do is email me at dblevins, that's DBLEVINS, at marksmanhockey.com with your name, where you're listening from, and a good question about hockey or the Fayetteville Marksmen organization. Our question tonight comes from Mark, who's listening in Red Springs, North Carolina. And Mark wants to know, what does the playoff format look like, and how many games can we expect to see the Marksmen play at home? This is a fantastic question because I don't believe we've actually dove into the way the playoffs work in the SPHL on a broadcast. Every series is a 3-game series, so you've got to win 2 to advance. It'll be 1 versus 8, 2 versus 7, 3 versus 6, 4 versus 5 in the first round. No more challenge round as there was back in the 2018-2019 season. The Marksmen right now locked into a battle against the Quad City Storm. If they can finish off the win here this afternoon, they know they'll be the high seed in their matchup versus either Quad City or Pensacola in the 4-5 or the 3-6. The first game is hosted by the lower seed. So that means 5, 6, 7, and 8 will host the first game of the playoffs, provided that they have building availability. And then the series transitions back to the higher seeds home building for games 2 and 3 if necessary. That'll be how it works throughout the entirety of the playoffs, and you get reseeded after the first round. So if 1, 2, 3, 4 win, and that's called going chalk, it'll be the 1 versus the 4, the 2 versus the 3. But let's say 1, 3, 5, and 7 win, it would be 1 versus 7, 3 versus 5. So not a true bracketed format. The winners of those series would then go on to face each other in the President's Cup final. So that's a great question for Mark. It's a simple format. It does bring into question, do you really want home ice advantage for the majority of the playoffs, or would you rather have it once or twice and know that you're a good team and go off? Because it often favors the team that doesn't have to travel first, that they can get a win at home and then maybe something fluky happens on the road. And we'll see. I think it's going to be a very interesting playoff season, and there's a lot of position jockeying going on between 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, and then 7 and 8. And no playoff matchups are firmly set in stone yet. And hopefully we'll be able to release playoff dates coming up for you in the very near future. You can stay tuned to Marksman's social media to pick up on those. So thank you so much to Mark for his question. If you want to have one of your questions answered on a future edition of Ask the Voice, all you have to do is email me at dblevins, that's DBLEVINS, at marksmanhockey.com with your name, where you're listening from, and a good question about hockey or the Fayetteville Marksmen. Folks, we'll give you a quick rundown of the standings, the one other game in action tonight, as well as preview the Final Four coming up right after these messages. This is Marksman Hockey.
Look at our yard. So many anthills everywhere. Did you know that a single ant can live to be 29 years old?
Really? Well, what about a married one?
Seriously?
But really, we need to fix the yard.
St. Peter Pest Control handles all your mosquitoes, ants, spiders, cockroaches, and even rodents. St. Peter Pest Control provides full home pest protection and consistent treatment of ants and mosquitoes in your yard, too. At St. Peter Pest Control, we send all your bugs to see St. Peter.
Welcome to Freddy's. How are you guys doing?
Meetings.
Lunch meetings all week, all salads.
Bean salads.
Quinoa salads.
Heirloom salads.
Frisee salads.
Sometimes a guy needs a Freddy's Original Double, Chicago Dog, and a Turtle Sundae.
Make that 2, please.
3.
Absolutely.
If you're gonna be bad, it better be good. Being bad never tasted this good. Freddy's, the experience that puts a smile on your face and the taste that brings you back.
Experience the thrill of being a Fayetteville Marksmen season ticket holder and all the benefits that come along with it, including your same great seat for 28 or 14 home games, exclusive season ticket member events, and an opportunity to enjoy discounts on food and beverage and merchandise at the Crown Coliseum. Skate to marksmanhockey.com/season tickets to learn more.
Kelly, you need to unmute yourself.
For some, it's just the sound of ice hitting heavy-duty plastic. But for us, it's the signal calling us back to the light. And to Greg's house, because he just got a new grill.
Connecting to Hot Jams playlist.
Welcome back, Bud Light legends. It's time to take summer by the coolers.
Hey you. Are you hearing this but not seeing this? You can change that. Follow along with the entire season of Fayetteville Marksmen hockey on Hockey TV. Visit hockeytv.com/subscriptions and get the SPHL TV package to watch every single Fayetteville Marksmen road game this year. That's hockeytv.com/subscriptions.
Welcome back to Pensacola, Florida. Let's go for a quick spin around the SPHL. The only other game in action today has gone final as the Peoria Rivermen defeat the Quad City Storm by a final count of 9-4. Let's navigate over quickly to the standings page as all 8 playoff seeds have been claimed. Knoxville is in first, Huntsville in second, Peoria in third, Fayetteville in fourth, Quad City in fifth, Pensacola in sixth, Evansville in seventh, Roanoke in the 8th and final spot. Those will be the playoff teams. Jockeying still to be done for the 7 and 8 seeds, between 4, 5, and 6, and between 1, 2, and 3, with those races tightly packed. The North Carolina Tar Heels finish off a 20-point win over the 15-seed St. Peter's, who had been the Cinderella of this NCAA tournament. North Carolina will face off against Duke in the first round of the Final Four next Saturday, April 2nd, while the Fayetteville Marksmen will be in Huntsville to take on the Havoc. Congratulations to the Campbell baseball program as they dismantle Presbyterian 36-4. That one is final in an unbelievable offensive showing for the Camels. And tomorrow, Westmore and his NC State Wolfpack look to make the first women's Final Four for the program since 1998. They'll take on the number 2 seed UConn in Bridgeport, Connecticut at 7 p.m. Folks, still a lot to be done here in Pensacola. Third period puck drop is next.
Marky?
Carolina's Dentist offers the best in oral care and technology.
Hope you're brushing twice a day like we discussed. And don't forget to make that 6-month appointment, okay? We'd like to keep those pretty white teeth looking good for you.
Come experience positively different dentistry at Carolina's Dentist, the official dentist of the Fayetteville Marksmen.
Something big is coming. Something so big, it'll change the world of chicken sandwiches. Zaxby's new signature sandwich with Zax sauce or new spicy Zax sauce, because the chicken sandwich war ain't over yet. The new signature sandwich. All the other little sandwiches can run along. We'll take it from here.
Welcome back to the shores of the Pensacola Bay. Inside the Pensacola Bay Center, Drew Blevins with you. Time to drop the puck on period number 3 between the Fayetteville Marksmen and the Pensacola Ice Flyers. This has been a stupendous hockey game. Once again, tightly contested. The Marksmen came into the game having won 3 of the previous 4 meetings, but they only had a goal differential of +1. That lets you know just how tightly packed this season series has been. Only 5 matchups, but it has been electric every single time. Face-off from center ice as Taylor Best was given a slashing minor and a 10-minute misconduct for an obscene gesture at the tail end of the second period. So Best will sit for half the frame, while Brian Moore will serve the first portion, that 2-minute minor. Cody Karpinski wipes it around the boards, and Pensacola looks to set things up on the power play. They're operating at 24%, but Frederick Letourneau is offside. So we'll get a pause just 15 seconds into this third period.
Out here, so if you want to get some t-shirt,
Now keep in mind, this is not just a problem for the Marksmen in the first 2 minutes. It's a Pensacola power play operating at better than 24% after their goal last night, but you're going to be without one of your top forwards throughout most of this second period because he's not going to be able to come out until the first whistle after 10 minutes. Carabia sweeps across the way as Brennan Blasick will give it back for Carabia. His shot caught by Brent Moran, held on to. Top power play group out for Pensacola. Elgstom on that near side wing. Whelan Parrish, Frederick Latorno, and Brennan Blasick. Well, just scratch what I just said, as a new unit will come out with Marcus Russell, Malik Johnson, Jan Salak, Corey Dennis, and Ivan Bondarenko. And this is interesting with Bondarenko playing that fourth forward position that a lot of teams have gone to on the power play as Miles Harvey gets to this puck and he'll skate it beyond his own blue line before shooting it to Karpinski's end. The reason that's interesting is Bondarenko isn't going to be the one to blast a slap shot. Corey Dennis has the better shot between the 2 point men. Bondarenko is there because he's going to duck down into the far side corner and he's going to try to create a play with his speed that maybe creates some space. Bondarenko has the puck here, top of the far circle, sends it to Dennis on the near side. Here's a one-timer by Russell, knocked down by Moran. Puck remains in play, though. Corey Dennis at the point. Feeds to Bondarenko in the far side corner. Here he goes, Bondarenko across to Russell, who fans on the shot at the near face-off circle. Now he fires it off of Jarrett Cup behind the net. Pensacola finds the loose change. 30 seconds to go in the man advantage for the Ice Flyers. Pass to Bondarenko in the far face-off circle. He fires over top of the catching side shoulder of Moran. This will catch the turnbuckle and is all the way back out. Pensacola looking to reset. They are onside. Here's Bondarenko. He fires. Moran says no. No rebound. Corey Melkert and Jason Binkley with their hands over their faces as they believe that play was offside. Don Oliveri believes the same thing. He'll have words with Joe Genovese about it. As we've told you before, Jason Binkley is rarely flustered. But he is standing there with his hand over his mouth agape in disbelief. As here's a shot from Seth Enzer that's knocked down before it got to Moran. And if you can see him on camera, if Jason Binkley has something to say, pay attention. He has some of the highest level hockey experience of anyone in the SPHL, and he knows how this game operates. We return to even strength as the Marksman Freddy's penalty kill converts here. They are perfect, which is critical in this hockey game, but still this group is without Taylor Best until the first whistle after 10 minutes for the misconduct. Brought ahead of the red line as this one ricochets off the stick of Douglas Elgstom at center. A tie-up will knock this one free. Elgstom will grab the puck and feed it to the far side wing as Brian Moore gets tied up behind the play. We'll keep going. This puck bounces into the glove of Brent Moran from the far corner. He'll hold for a whistle, and I'm not sure what Moore got into in the far side bench. Fans on the edge of their seats, not the biggest crowd in the world, but they've been noisy at times. Face-off will go to the blocker side of Moran. 17:20 to go in the third period. Moran, Jake Hickey, and Harrison Harper all turning into hockey fans today as well, with the Nipissing women's team going for a U Sports National Championship against the number 1 seed Concordia Stingers after Nipissing upset the University of New Brunswick yesterday, and a big win for the Lakers program. Only the 6th year of women's hockey at Nipissing. Here's the far side corner pass that's driven toward Whelan Parrish, stopped by Brent Moran, who has it pinned on the skirt of the net. Finally a whistle. Moran's got to be careful here as he's looking right at Joe Genovese. Genovese going to skate away here. The face-off goes to the far circle and the Marksman in. Salak, Johnson, Bondarenko, the group out against Biesinger with Glover and Moore. Malik Johnson digging for the puck with Salak, and Salak comes away with it, sends it to the far side point. It's dumped right back down into the traffic, and the Marksmen come away with it. Biesinger with a cross-ice pass to Brian Moore up the near wing. He's into the attacking zone here. Sends it to the near sideboards where Drake Glover, who scored once, gives it in front. A one-timer by Fraze is swept just wide of the near side post. What a chance for Fayetteville. Now Brian Moore feeds the far side point. This one's backhanded way over top the net by Hoffman, who's got to get back here as Harvey retreats. Harvey has the puck on the near red line boards. Miles Harvey looked off Hoffman and sends it right back up to Tanner Fraze. He'll shovel to Brian Moore, who's dropped. Moore from his knees will dump it in. Corey Dennis back to grab it. Will backhand to Sam Hunter, who will stand behind of Karpinski. To the near side wing. This will be skated up ice. As into the zone comes Ivan Bondarenko. Bondarenko feeds the far side point man. And that was Austin Redders, who just has to settle for dumping it in as he overskated the puck initially. South of 16 minutes to go in this third period. Headman look for the marksman. Hickey nearly had a breakaway. Great play by Redders to get back. Man, Jake Hickey is really enjoying a strong series of hockey games here. Corey Melkert has liked his game a lot. Hard hit on the far side boards. Opens up the puck as Oliveri will get to it. Watched closely by Elgston. He'll sweep to his defensive partner. And it'll be backhanded into attacking ice by Harrison Harper. Redders, the first one back for the Ice Flyers, sends it right back up the near sideboards. Here comes Pensacola. Marcus Russell to the near side wing for Brandon Tucker to fire a long wrist shot that's caught and held on to by Brent Moran. Takedown at the end of the sequence as Harper and Marcus Russell get tied up. Wouldn't it be something if Peoria slips at the end here and this ends up being a playoff series? Because this is exactly what the whole weekend has felt like. Tit for tat, nudges and jabs. And it's been just as entertaining between the whistles as it has been outside of them. This face-off is won by the marksman. Andrew Lane, the rookie defenseman, steers to the near side wing for FX Girard. He looked to send it ahead for Fraze, but the pass was too far, so Seth Enser will track back in his own zone. Enser to the near side boards will bring it ahead. Enser going to try to do it himself. His wrist shot turned away by the blocker of Moran. A big-time punch out all the way to the blue line, and the marksmen survive a good rush. Preston Kugler is back to receive this one. Kugler gains the red line and shoots it off of a stanchion. Bounces in front. Moran covers. Oh, boy. A hard-stopping moment there, but Brent Moran finds the puck, and he covers. 14:32 to go in the third period, and the marksman leading 2-1.
Kelly, you need to unmute yourself.
For some, it's just the sound of ice hitting heavy-duty plastic. But for us, it's the signal calling us back to the light. And to Greg's house, because he just got a new grill.
Connecting to Hot Jams playlist.
Welcome back, Bud Light legends. It's time to take summer by the coolers.
.14:32 remaining in the third period here from Pensacola, Florida. As the Fayetteville Marksmen have a 2-1 lead. Goal scored by Drake Glover and Tanner Fraze, both beyond the halfway point of the second period. Pensacola has been stymied on 3 power play attempts, but the Marksmen are without Taylor Best for another 4 minutes and 32 seconds after a late second period misconduct penalty. To the near sideboards, Drake Glover banging bodies for the puck, wins it free to Andrew Lane. He'll flip it to the far boards for Tanner Fraze, who headmans to Brian Moore. He's into the attacking zone, shoots it on goal. Karpinski sends that one into the near corner. Shuffled right back up the near sideboards by Pensacola as Latorno has a beat on it, but a well-placed position by Jarrett Cupp will allow him to grab the puck and backhand it into the Fayetteville attacking end. Pensacola tries to break it out on the near boards. Brian Moore intercepts. Moore falls. Back behind the net, it'll be taken by Tommy Biesinger. He's dropped by Corey Dennis as Moore's all over his man. Still without a stick, it's laying in the slot. Here's a pass that comes out to Zach Hoffman at the middle point. He works to the near side boards and will dump it in behind the net. Moore with his stick once again, this time has it wrenched out of his hands, will keep going. To the far side boards it goes. This is Letourneau who gives ahead to Blasek. Off of his forehand, the Marksmen get it back. 3-on-2 as they enter the zone. Here's Brian Moore steering away from traffic. Lifts a backhand pass to the far side point for Harvey. His shot goes wide. Kugler has the rebound. Sends it to the near side boards. Pensacola wants to settle. Flipped all the way up over top the outstretched hands of Hoffman, as going to vie for it is Letourneau, but he's run into by Miles Harvey on the end wall, and the Marksmen are able to get it to the red line no further. Dylan Carabia for Pensacola, hanging on to the puck here, just behind the red line. Now he steps forward to the center ice face-off circle, dumps it in off the end wall. Carabia going to chase it himself, backhands this one on to Moran. He'll swallow the puck with 12:52 to go in this final frame of regulation. You got to watch out here if you're the Marksmen, because that little chip-up ice play is a signal that Pensacola believes they can sneak two forwards back behind the defenseman that's further up. And again, plenty of hockey left. So if you're the Marksmen, you're certainly not playing defensively and trying to eat this lead. But you've got to be mindful of that. And you cannot be caught flat-footed. Critical face-off win for the Marksmen. Is slow to get up as Malik Johnson. The far side boards. This is FX Girard. Johnson, the last one, joining in on the play now. He'll get the puck at center ice. Flips it ahead as around his man is Bondarenko into the near side corner. Bondarenko knocked off the puck. He's got Salak there. Given into the front. Johnson's one-timer. Turned away by Moran. And the Marksmen flip it all the way up to the red line. A puck with some backspin, diving to make a play and holding the line there with tremendous effort was Carabia. Marksmen get to the puck in their own zone. Up the near boards, Matt McNair. Touched it off as he was looking for Hickey. This will be intercepted by Salak. Jan Salak holding the puck, but finally taken off of his stick at the tops of the face-off circles. Here's the reset as Enser dumps it in as he's punished by Harrison Harper. Back behind the net. Marksmen are in trouble. It's one-man pressure coming from Bondarenko. He's going to get a little bit of help from Douglas Elgston back behind the net. Everybody digging for it. Harper right there. Elgston turns it over to Brian Moore. Moore brings it up ice ahead of the red line. He's got a man going with him. It's Fraze. Brian Moore, double team, has to dump it behind the net. Fraze sees it there and backhands to the far point. Here's a slap shot through traffic. Karpinski makes the save. Big rebound of the slot. Is fanned on by Fraze, and Pensacola survives. Out to the red line. They'll dump it in down the far side boards. Miles Harvey's back there. He creates some space for the puck. Fayetteville will move it ahead. This is Moore. Gets a screen from Hoffman, and Brian Moore will skate it ahead of the attacking blue line. Moore has it in the far side corner. Turns to the middle. Here's a one-timer by, I believe that was Hoffman, that's turned out. And Fraze seems to be stung in the back play as Pensacola enters their attacking zone offside. 11 minutes remaining in this third period. 2-1 Marksmen hanging on to the lead. Not sure what happened to Tanner Fraze, but Kyle Sherrill is over to have a look at Fraze.
So make some noise for our flight crew. They've got some great Ice Warriors t-shirts.
Face-off will be from in front of the Marksman penalty box, where Taylor Best will wait for another minute. This is dumped in by the Ice Flyers into the near side corner. Crashing for it here is Whelan Parrish as he ties up his man with Jake Hickey looking there in front. Puck instead reverses to Andrew Lane behind the net. Lane works to the far sideboard, shoots it off the captain of the Ice Flyers, Brennan Blasek. He's shouldered off the puck by Hoffman, who will send it up off of a body, and I believe this will be played with a high stick by Blasek. And that face-off should be coming out to neutral ice, and it will. Johnson, Bondarenko, Salak will come back out onto the ice. And Ivan Bondarenko has switched wings for this shift. He'll go to the far side while Salak lines up to the near wing. False start off the draw. McCloy will be thrown from the circle. Tommy Biesinger has to come in to take it and loses this draw to Malik Johnson. Sam Hunter will dump the puck in for the Ice Flyers. Into the far side corner it goes. Andrew Lane has bumped off the puck, but Jake Hickey's there for it. Hickey with speed sends it to the far wing. That's Biesinger. He gives into the middle, but this is offside against the Marksmen before the shot ever came off. 10:21 to go in this third period. How do you not like a guy like Jake Hickey in this first weekend? And Melkert has been nothing but complimentary of Hickey and the work he's done in his first 3 professional games. And he's had scoring chances in this one as well. Pensacola wins the draw ahead of center. This is Malik Johnson into the attacking zone as he's dropped on the far boards. Played to Ivan Bondarenko behind the net. Tied up there by Miles Harvey, who will sandwich him against the boards. Matt McNair there to pick up the loose change as he'll give up ice to Hickey. It's FX Girard instead, and Girard will drive down the near wing. He pulls the trigger to shoot, fanned on the shot, but the follow-through was strong enough to remove the stick from the hands of Sam Hunter. In the far corner, the Marksman will reverse field. A pass to the point. Harvey lets it fly. He scores! Miles Harvey, his first as a Marksman. Breathing room, 3-1 Fayetteville. A much-needed goal, and I believe Taylor McCloy is going to get an assist on that one. If that stands, it'll be his 100th point as a Marksman. We'll wait for the official word. Miles Harvey will have the goal on the big drive from the point. 10:15 into the third period. It's 3-1 Marksman. And a monumental goal for Fayetteville. And let's see if our public address announcer will give us more as Biesinger fires a shot turned out by Karpinski. In the near side corner, Hickey will knock it back behind the net as Taylor Best, for some reason, is still in the penalty box. That was a 10-minute misconduct penalty. I thought he would have come out by now. I'm surprised the coaching staff didn't say anything. It was not McCloy. It was instead one of the other players with beards, Don Oliveri, who will have the assist along with Girard. Now a backdoor pass to Hickey. Push wide. Rebound chance in front. And the Marksman can't get it to go. Up the ice comes Pensacola. It is Harvey with his first of the season from Oliveri and FX Girard. Up the near boards. The Marksmen are awaiting the puck there as Cup will backhand to Andrew Lane. Feeds it up ice off the stick of Glover as this one's dumped in. And it has occurred to me now why Best may still be in the penalty box, because there was a 2-minute minor component to his penalty. And though the penalty was served by Brian Moore, it's still assessed to Best. So Moore has to sit for the 5-on-4 advantage and come back out. He's just a placeholder for that penalty. Best has to serve all 12 minutes in the box. But as long as we can nurse this play for another 5 seconds, he'll be out at the next whistle. Flipped up to the blue line as the line is held here by Corey Dennis. Not for much longer, though, as Brian Moore is right back into attacking ice. He's engaged there as Brian Moore works into the near side corner. 7:50 to go in the third period. 3-1 Marksman. Giving up ice to Letourneau as he'll touch it ahead. Brennan Blasek carries it into the attacking zone. He gives to Letourneau, who's bodied up and dropped by Don Oliveri on a massive hit. Now Brian Moore sends it up to center. Matt McNair driving with a man going with him. McNair will backhand to Oliveri. Feeds to the far side wing. Biesinger with an off-angle shot. Turned out, and the rebound is picked up by Corey Dennis. He can't clear. Marksman have it for Hickey. He fires. Knocked down by Karpinski. Jake Hickey chasing his own rebound back to center. A good chance for the rookie to join in the scoring party. Jake Hickey to the near side wing. He toe drags. Lost the puck. Pensacola picks it up from the near side, face-off circle in their own zone. Moved up to center, but Oliveri will just dump it right back in. 7 minutes to go in this hockey game, 3-1. Miles Harvey giving the Marksmen some breathing room. Dylan Carabia feeds it to center, but losing the puck here is Austin Redders. Tommy Biesinger takes it from him. Biesinger at the far side point will shovel it off here for a low-risk shot through traffic by Harvey. That's knocked down by Karpinski. Up again to Harvey, a one-timer hammered high. Rebound picked up by Biesinger. He finds Brian Moore in the near side face-off circle. Moore loses the puck out to center, holding possession for as long as he can. Brian Moore working against Jan Salak, who will eventually force a turnover to Ivan Bondarenko. He cuts through center. Bondarenko backhands to the far side boards as Salak will go to chase this one. Salak has it back behind the net as Jan Salak pivots around to Brian Moore. Salak on the backhand, look to lift it to Preston Kugler. Salak being shielded away. Jan Salak now just fires it toward the net. It's off the back side of the cage as Elgstom is dropped. This is going to be a penalty, and now we're going to get a fight in the far side corner as Enser dropped the gloves, and it's going to be a full-scale brawl. Brian Moore jumps in. Every player on the ice has gone over to the far side boards while Elgstom peels himself up from the ice. Training staff does a fantastic job to get out to the injured Douglas Elgstom. Now Brian Moore's chasing Seth Enser out to center. He threw a punch and dropped him. Brian Moore will be escorted off the ice as Enser heads to the box. Moore gestures to the crowd, pumping them up as he'll head off for an early shower. 6:01 to go in the third period. This is the under 10 media timeout, but we don't want to go anywhere with all the action happening here. Taylor Best is out of the penalty box. There was a hit assessed on the penalty assessed on the initial hit. And finally, it looks like everything is calmed down. We'll allow the officials to sort this one out. 6:01 to go in the third period. 3-1 Marksmen in the driver's seat.
Look at our yard. So many anthills everywhere. Did you know that a single ant can live to be 29 years old?
Really? Well, what about a married one?
Seriously?
But really, we need to fix the yard.
St. Peter Pest Control handles all your mosquitoes, ants, spiders, cockroaches, and even rodents. St. Peter Pest Control provides full home pest protection and consistent treatment of ants and mosquitoes in your yard, too. At St. Peter Pest Control, we send all your bugs to see St. Peter.
We'll await the sorting out of penalties after Douglas Elgstom was dropped on the far side boards. Ice crew will come out to clean up a small puddle of blood where Elgstom was knocked down. And as I look on the ice, I don't see much of a trail leading back. Training staff did a fantastic job to get out to Elgstom. And we are awaiting the penalties that will be assessed here. One will be for the initial hit to Elgstom. I would imagine Brian Moore is going to get another one as he was thrown out of the contest, running down the tunnel, pumping out the crowd as he left. Seth Enser is in the box for Pensacola. And Enser's been frustrated because he's lost out physically to Brian Moore on 3 separate occasions in this 5-game series now. And he's not going to have a chance for one more swipe at Moore without a postseason matchup. Ice crew continuing to clean up here as we've got no signal on penalties, and the online scoring system won't be much help here either. As I'd imagine, there'll be a handful to sort out here. 3-1 the score. Drake Glover, Tanner Fraze, and Miles Harvey, the goal scorers for the Fayetteville Marksmen. 3 unanswered after Frederick Latorno's goal halfway through the first period. Marksmen have 1 on the power play today, 2 even strength markers. Latorno's goal came 5-on-5 as well. Joe Genovese standing at the scorer's table here. And here's the one thing that I worry about. I worry with Moore having gone after Seth Enser and landed that clean right hook on him. You certainly wonder, is that going to be a situation that puts the Marksmen down 2? And any major power play situation works wonders for the Ice Flyers, because it's right in that magical time space, 6:01 to go in the third period, where if you get a major power play, you're going to get a break here at the under 5 media timeout so you can rest your top unit, and then you can pull your goaltender at the end of it because 5-minute penalties have to time out. Majors have to time out. So there's the hit on Biesinger. That's a 5-minute major against Tommy Biesinger. He'll be done. And now this is where it's panic time. So it's a major against Biesinger. Let's see if we can get an announcement from the public address voice.
Of the third period, we will start with Fayetteville, number 8, Tommy Biesinger. He is assessed a match penalty for boarding, a match penalty for boarding, and a 5-minute major for fighting. Number 12, Brian Moore, is assessed a match penalty for being the third man in a fight, and another separate game misconduct for continuing altercation. For your Ice Flyers, number 17, Seth Enser, 5 minutes for fighting. That's 5 minutes for fighting on number 17, Seth Enser. The net result will be for 5.
So that's well explained by the public address voice of the Pensacola Base Center. It's Biesinger for boarding. That's the major penalty. Brian Moore is ejected for being the third man into an altercation. But here's what gets me. That hit on Elgston is no worse than the hit on Jake Hickey on the end wall. Not even close. And you have to be careful as an official that you penalize the infraction, not the result. And that's going to be really hard for the Marksmen to swallow. As it stands, you avoid going down on a 5-on-3 for an extended time, but a major power play upcoming for the Pensacola Ice Flyers is just what the doctor ordered. To put it to you plainly, the Ice Flyers have scored a power play goal in every game this weekend. They are operating at 24% of the power play. They feel like they're due for one today as they're 0 for 3. A major penalty has to time out. So the Marksmen will go back to even strength with 1:01 to go in the hockey game. And that is right there on that magical window where you're looking to pull your netminder. And if I'm Rod Aldoff, I am seriously considering pulling my goaltender early for a 6-on-4 advantage. And when I say early, 3:30, maybe 4 minutes. I mean, you'll take your chances here. Brent Moran will tend to his blocker side as the Marksmen are without Tommy Biesinger and Brian Moore for the remainder of this game. They are down to only 8 forwards in the lineup. And this is a tenuous situation, but the Marksmen win a puck battle in the far side corner. They'll ice it as we go under 6 minutes to go in this third period. Dylan Carabia wheels around of Cody Karpinski and sends it to the near side wing. This will be dumped in by Ivan Bondarenko on the end wall. Tanner Fraze is awaiting it there. It'll be pulled out by the Ice Flyers all the way to the point. Ivan Bondarenko at the top of the near face-off circle will control into the near corner. He'll wrap around the net, has Latorno stationed in front. Feeds the point for Carabia to the far side wing now. Whelan Parrish gives it up to the point for Carabia. His wrist shot turned out by Moran. Marksmen have the rebound, and Andrew Lane with a heroic play to lift it all the way down. It's a really strong clear out by the Marksmen. As here comes Pensacola one more time. 5 minutes to go in the third period. Next whistle will take us to immediate timeout. All the way around to the far sideboards. Ice Flyers will trap it there as Parrish sends it up to the point now. Carabia hanging on to it. He'll give to Ivan Bondarenko. A pass low for Latorno is chipped over top the crossbar as Moran got tied up behind the play with Latorno. Shorthanded chance for Matt McNair. He fires a wrist shot. Caught by Karpinski. No rebound. 4:40 to go in the third period. What a hockey game it's been. We'll wrap it up right after this.
Something big is coming. Something so big, it'll change the world of chicken sandwiches. Zaxby's new signature sandwich with Zax sauce or new spicy Zax sauce. Because the chicken sandwich war ain't over yet. The new signature sandwich. All the other little sandwiches can run along. We'll take it from here.
Crowd here at the Pensacola Bay Center has reached a fever pitch. 4:40 to go in the third period. 3-1 the Fayetteville Marksmen leading, but there are 3 minutes and 39 seconds to go in a Tommy Biesinger major for boarding. Pensacola wins a draw from their own end. They'll reset, and away they go. Up the near sideboards, driving here is Marcus Russell. Russell to the far side corner will leave the puck off there for Malik Johnson, who finds Corey Dennis between the face-off circles. Dennis now to Russell across for Johnson. He gives in front for Salak, who fumbled the puck, and the Marksmen clear at the length of the rink. 4:10 to go in the third period. Rod Aldoff having a look down at Karpinski. Down 2. I think it's going to be a rather quick trigger. Aldoff will look off his netminder for now as the Ice Flyers are into the attacking zone. 4 minutes exactly to go in the period. Held on to by Corey Dennis at the near side point. Sends it into the near side corner for Russell. Back up for Dennis at the point. Finds Malik Johnson top of the far face-off circle to Corey Dennis. Dennis sweeps to the near side circle. Held by Russell. Gave back up to the point for Corey Dennis. This one is back out to center, and Dennis is the first one back to grab it. Backhands to Marcus Russell, who will drive down the near side wing. Russell backhands behind the net. It'll be taken by Malik Johnson, who finds Blasek. Up to the point for a moment to Carabia. Now to Johnson, far side face-off circle. Karpinski to the bench. Here's a long wrist shot. Moran makes the save. Still loose. Moran tracking. What a stop by Brent Moran at the far side post, but the line is held. Driving in here is Tucker. Gives to the point for Carabia. Sweeps across to Malik Johnson. His wrist shot blocked before it ever made it to the net. Up to the point again, Malik Johnson. Feeds Dylan Carabia. He sends it through traffic. Tipped. Puck is loose. Moran trying to pounce on it, and he can't. 3 minutes to go in the third period, and the Marksmen clear. Malik Johnson, the first one back. He'll be the only one to stay on as the Ice Flyers get a new group out. This is dumped in off the stick of John Richards, who hasn't seen much action today. Intercepted McCloy, sent it the length of the rink toward the empty net, just wide of the near post. McCloy would have ended it and had his 100th as a Marksman. Brought ahead as it is by, I believe that's Bondarenko. He gives to the point for Carabia to fire a shot. Knocked down by Moran. The Marksmen clear off the far boards and out. 2:20 to go in the third period. Dylan Carabia drifts back to find the puck. Sends it ahead for Frederick Latorno. Looks off Bondarenko. Now is forced to turn it back to him. Bondarenko gives to Latorno, near side hash marks to the point. Carabia, long wrist shot, tipped on the way through. Moran kicks it out with a glove side leg pad. Ice Flyers find the puck. Bondarenko sets up Carabia, thought about the one-timer, thinks better of it, gives to Bondarenko, near side face-off circle. He lets it go. Moran says no. Everybody swiping at it, and the Ice Flyers get it. To the point again, Carabia. Off to the far wing, Wheelan Parrish in front for Blasek. Turns it on net. Moran catches. He holds. What a sequence by Brent Moran. 109 seconds to go in the third period. The Ice Flyers power play stymied as Brent Moran has turned away 40 pucks in this hockey game. Moran hunched over here as I'm not sure if he took a stick high as he was adjusting his mask. The face-off will be to his glove side. I believe we're going to get a timeout here from Pensacola. We will, as Malik Johnson calls it. Rod Aldoff on the front step of his bench. He'll talk strategy. We'll talk the game that has been. Scoring was opened by Frederick Letourneau, 9:49 into the first period, as Letourneau and the rest of the Ice Flyers shut out the Marksmen for the better part of a game and a half. But Drake Glover breaks the shutout bid 10:23 into the second period. On the power play, Tanner Fraze would give the Marksmen the lead 16:07 into the second period. And then here in the third, Miles Harvey on a blast, 10:15 into the third, gives the Marksmen some breathing room. But the drama wasn't over yet. 13:39 into the third period, Tommy Biesinger ejected for boarding, and Brian Moore ejected for being the third man into an altercation. So the Marksmen are down to just 8 forwards in the lineup. They've got 48 seconds left to kill in the Biesinger Major. Top group will stay out for Pensacola. 6-on-4 for 48 seconds, an empty net at the Pensacola end. Ice Flyers win the face-off as Carabia will give to Bondarenko, who gives it right back to Carabia. Sends it to the near side wing. Rotating here in front was Letourneau. His pass goes through the goal mouth harmlessly. Letourneau sweeps it to the point. This is Bondarenko. Sets up Carabia. Back for Bondarenko. He looks. Bondarenko to the near side circle. Letourneau with a shot over the crossbar. 20 seconds to go in the Biesinger Major. Here's a shot through traffic. Blocked, but the Marksman can't get it out. Bondarenko settles the puck back on its edge and will give to Dylan Carabia. Carabia to the near side wing. This is Letourneau. Back for Ivan Bondarenko, who will push it to the point for Dylan Carabia. To the far side faceoff circle, Wheelan Parrish squares, gives to Letourneau. The pass was blocked. Bondarenko holds the line. We're back to 6-on-5 now. Here's a long shot. Moran stops it with a goal stick and has it thrust right back to him by Oliveri, where he'll cover. 56 seconds to go in regulation. Marksmen up a pair as the Ice Flyers squander the major power play chance. And now there's a little more traffic out there. Brandon Tucker with Jan Salak and Malik Johnson coming out. Corey Dennis stationed on the point. So the Ice Flyers win another face-off, but a well-placed stick will send this one out for the Marksmen. It's a foot race. FX Girard wins it, but Corey Dennis getting back is able to move this puck up for Pensacola. 40 seconds to go in the hockey game. Ice Flyers are ahead of their attacking blue line. A big hit late at center as the Marksmen send it all the way down toward the empty net. FX Girard, the furthest man up ice. He'll pull the puck away and just wants to kill time. South of 30 seconds to go in this game. Pensacola sends it into the near side corner. The Ice Flyers just trying to break it out. There's Best helping to kill off some time. Corey Dennis will take the puck back behind of his own net. One last rush for Pensacola. Stopped at the red line as Richards loses the puck. The Marksmen will send it down the length of the rink. This is going to be a hard-fought win. The Fayetteville Marksmen are going to clinch home ice advantage as Glover misses the empty net. It doesn't matter. Horn sounds. Painted black and orange. The Fayetteville Marksmen take 2 of 3 on the weekend as they defeat Pensacola 3-1.
Final score, Fayetteville 3, your Ice Flyers.
What an effort, what a game. The Fayetteville Marksmen will have home ice advantage in the first round of the SPHL President's Cup playoffs as they dispose of the Pensacola Ice Flyers by a final count of 3-1. We'll be right back after these messages to put this game on reset for you. What a game it was. This is Marksman Hockey.
Marquis?
Carolina's Dentists offers the best in oral care and technology.
Hope you're brushing twice a day like we discussed. And don't forget to make that 6-month appointment, okay? We'd like to keep those pretty white teeth looking good for you.
Come experience positively different dentistry at Carolina's Dentist, the official dentist of the Fayetteville Marksmen.
Hey, it's Goldie from Good Morning Fayetteville for St. Peter Pest Control. They've been doing my pest control services all summer, and it's been wonderful not to have to deal with ants or mosquitoes the last few months. All that money I saved in calamine lotion. Ray and Preston St. Peter show up, they spray outside, but they also do in-home pest control. So if you have roaches or, dare I say, rodents, they'll take care of them as well, because the last thing you need is unwanted visitors making a nest in your Christmas decorations up in the attic. Call St. Peter Pest Control. They send all your bugs and pests to see St. Peter.
Kelly, you need to unmute yourself.
For some, it's just the sound of ice hitting heavy-duty plastic. But for us, it's the signal calling us back to the light. And to Greg's house, because he just got a new grill.
Connecting to Hot Jams playlist.
Welcome back, Bud Light legends. It's time to take summer by the coolers.
Hey you. Are you hearing this but not seeing this? You can change that. Follow along with the entire season of Fayetteville Marksmen hockey on Hockey TV. Visit hockeytv.com/subscriptions and get the SPHL TV package to watch every single Fayetteville Marksmen road game this year. That's hockeytv.com/subscriptions.
Something big is coming. Something so big, it'll change the world of chicken sandwiches. Zaxby's new signature sandwich with Zax sauce or new spicy Zax sauce. Because the chicken sandwich war ain't over yet. The new signature sandwich. All the other little sandwiches can run along. We'll take it from here.
For the final time this weekend, we welcome you back to sunny West Florida, where the Fayetteville Marksmen take 2 of 3 against the Pensacola Ice Flyers on the weekend. This one comes by a final count of 3-1, and man, was it a manic Sunday hockey game here at the Pensacola Bay Center. Frederick Latorno opened the scoring on a shot against the grain. 9:49 into the first period. Latorno, with his second goal of the season, gave the Ice Flyers a lead, and a lead that they would hang on to for 20 minutes until Drake Glover scores, beating Cody Karpinski off the far side post. Glover breaking a shutout streak for Karpinski that was nearly exactly a game and a half long. Karpinski had been the insolvable enigma, and the Marksmen finally get one by him. They would capitalize on a late second period power play as Tanner Fraze puts the puck in the back of the net off of a Tommy Biesinger feed. A big goal for Fraze, as he'll have his 15th of the season. They always seem to be meaningful when they come from number 15. The Marksmen would have to sweat it out a little bit longer, though. Finally, though, with 9:45 to go in the third period, Miles Harvey with a bomb from the point beats Karpinski to make it 3-1. We'd get a little late action, 13:39 into the third period. Tommy Biesinger ejected for boarding. Brian Moore ejected for being the third man into an altercation. And the Fayetteville Marksmen kill off the major penalty to Biesinger. And despite the fact they gave up 40 shots in this hockey game, Brent Moran is equal to all but one. Comes up with a massive win, his 14th as a Marksman, and Fayetteville skates off to a 3-1 win. Fayetteville on the power play today ends the contest 1 for 3. The Ice Flyers go 0 for 4 on the man advantage in this contest. And that's big. The Marksmen won the special teams battle. We talked to you about that in Marksman pregame. That always helps when you've got your special teams clicking. The Marksmen did there, and it is a massive, massive win for the Fayetteville Marksmen, who clinch home ice advantage in the first round of the SPHL playoffs with that victory. Final shots on goal totals for you for the Fayetteville Marksmen. They only end up with 23 in the hockey game. Meanwhile, the Pensacola Ice Flyers blast 41 onto Brent Moran. He comes up with a 40-save performance in a victory tonight and a big-time W for the Fayetteville Marksmen. Folks, that'll do it for us here in Pensacola, Florida. Our next broadcast will be on Friday, April 1st at 8 p.m. Eastern, as the Fayetteville Marksmen will head to Probst Arena at Pharmacy First Ice to take on the Huntsville Havoc for the only 2 meetings between those 2 teams this season. We hope you enjoyed this one as much as we enjoyed bringing it to you. Until next time, I'm Drew Blevins. Good night.